back over the years and think about the years we used to play in Toledo, the old barn up there, and talking to Eddie Long and those guys like that this evening, the feeling's still there. It's a rivalry. And I guarantee you there's 40 guys sitting up there right now that like to be on the ice playing this game. But here we go.
And we are underway. It is finally hockey night in Fort Wayne. And the opening face-off goes the way of the Toledo Walleye. Here's Shane Birch back up along the far side, quickly picked off by the Komets. It's Justin Hodgman getting his first touches of the season. Quickly loses it, back up along the far wall are the Walleye. We get a whistle. It's going to be an offsides call on Toledo very quickly. The face-off comes back out to center ice.
They start Hauser in goal tonight, which is, I saw him play Monday night, played a very strong game in the final exhibition game, and I guess he's won the #1 spot right now. Bartis, of course, will be playing in the next game, most like a rotation system.
No score, just underway here at the Coliseum. Face-off out to center ice, and here's the puck drop, and it's going to roll into the Komet zone. Here's Michael Hauser, who is going to stop it. Komets pick it up, coming up along the far side. Here's the captain, Jamie Shasma. Outlet pass is going to come into the Walleye zone, into the corner. Sean Szydlowski absorbs a big hit from Kevin Tansky. Comes up top to the blue line. Here's a shot, just goes high, and that is going to grab the net. And it didn't get on net. It went above the crossbar. It was actually tipped above the glass, and a face-off coming up in the Toledo zone.
And of course, in the Toledo zone, Pat Nagel's on the lineup. Played with the Komets for the last 2 or 3 years. A lot of speculation that he might start this game, but I think maybe a little pressure. We had to go the other way and try this goaltender.
Matty Mahovsky is the starting goaltender for Toledo tonight. Here's a shot
right on the net.
Tipped, and Mahovsky got a piece of it. Whistle called.
Penalty.
Mahovsky got his stick knocked right out of his hands. And let's see, the call's going to go on the Komets, it appears.
Well, outside the face-off, right? Maybe just a high stick around the net. Face-off will go outside the zone.
Yeah, that's what they're going to call. So the face-off will come outside. No penalty called.
Quick line changes by both Komets coaches and Toledo. Get everybody ready to go.
Puck comes down along the near wall here in the Toledo zone. Ralph Kudemi can't get to it. Now pushed up along the far side, still in Toledo zone. Up top of the blue line. Now the Komets get it in deep. Back behind the net. Here is Wall centering it up. Desjardins is there. Couldn't get anything on it. Back up top to Sol. Now here's a shot by Binkley. Knocked down. Now that goes wide of the net. Desjardins in the corner. Gives it a look. Goes back behind the net. He's got Kudemi. Kudemi in the corner. Back upstairs. Here's Cody Sol. Slides it over to Binkley. Binkley top of the circle. His shot. Save made. And Mahovsky will hang on to it.
Down low. Good shot on the net from the point. A bit of a screen. Mahovsky gets down low. Big hit again and makes the pad save. No rebound on the play.
6'2", 187 Mahovsky goes. He is one of the Red Wing prospects that has made their way down to Toledo. And right now he's been the only goaltender tested early on in this first period. No score. 18:42 to go in the opening period here at the Coliseum. Face off to the left of Mahovsky. Comes up along the near side, up top of the blue line. Garrett Thompson giving chase to it. He is met there at the center line, and it's now going to trickle into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser playing it up along the far side. It's going to be tipped, and now still up along the far side, now to the blue line. Here's a shot that's going to be knocked aside. Colkin got a piece of it in the corner. He battles with Kyle Bonas, and the Komets will clear the zone.
No icing.
Mahovsky will come out. He will shoot it up along the far boards. Now back behind the net. Belongs to Toledo. Obachowski. Up top of the blue line. Now the Komets get it back. Here's another shot by Garrett Thompson. It's going to be tipped. Going to come down into the corner. Tyson Fawcett. He gives chase. He is going to be cut off by Obachowski. Now it goes back behind the Toledo net. Walleye pick it up here along the near side. They flip it forward. Komets can't hold it in. It trickles back to the Komet blue line. Now batted right back into the Toledo zone. Bonus slides it backwards into his own territory. And that's where the Walleye will start the attack. Up along the left side. Here's Hilbrick. Hilbrick is cut off by Bobby Shea. Comes down back behind the net. Up along the far side, Kravchenko. Now he moves it forward. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Sit on the right side. Flips it forward. Pass too far out in front.
Intercepted. Here we are.
Maggio. Now back. Here's Shasma coming in. Shoots. And a save made. Right into the gut of Mahovsky.
Yeah, nice little interception at the blue line there. Knocked the puck down, came right back on it. Got it over to Szydlowski, and a good quick shot on the net. Goaltender again makes the save.
2 shots in the game. They both belong to the Fort Wayne Komets. No score. 17:23 to go in the first period. First game of the season for the Komets. Second for Toledo. They won on the road last night in the Quad Cities by a score of 3-2.
Yeah, good start for them. And on the road, of course, a big win for them. And right from Quad City over to here, so they've had a little bit of a bus trip.
Sean Szydlowski on the drop in the Toledo zone. It's going to go into the corner where the Walleye give chase. Komets hang on to it. Here's A.J. Jenks. He goes back behind the net for the Walleye, and he is going to move it forward up along the near side wall. His pass is going to come to the left wing. Here's Obuchowski coming in on Hauser. Couldn't get a shot off. He still has it. And it's going to be blocked down by Leonard. Obuchowski still has it. Now it's intercepted by Leonard. Leonard up along that far side. He feathers it forward. Coming into the zone. Here's Szydlowski with a shot.
On the net.
Save made by Mahovsky right under that right arm.
Everybody willing to shoot the puck right now and test the goaltenders. That's 3 shots on goal for the Komets. 1 by Toledo, and we'll see where we go now. Face off in the Toledo zone.
Komets 4th in the league last year with shots on nets. And right now we're firing. We've got 3 so far. No score. 16:53 now to go in the first. Face off to the left of Mahovsky in the Toledo zone. Comes down low into the corner. And the Komets play it up along the near side wall. Now it's tied up, and coming free with it is Connor Crisp. Crisp played last year in Branson. Caught a high stick from Jason Binkley, and the referee is going to call that.
Yep. The defenseman Binkley going back and just playing defense and got the stick up, rolled up the shaft of the Crisp stick, caught him in the face area, and that's going to draw the penalty. Hopefully it's just a 2.
Now, the one problem we had last year, especially with these guys, was staying out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
And the Komets are going to take the first penalty of the game, a high-sticking minor to Jason Binkley. Binkley had a big season last year with 44 points.
2-minute power play, Toledo.
Toledo 0 for 3 on the power play last night in Quad City. As the Komet penalty killers come out, and they quickly, promptly deposit it in the Toledo zone. It goes back behind the net, and that's for the Walleye. We'll start up this power play. Shane Birschbach will bring it forward. It dishes off to Simone Denis. His pass going to be knocked aside and all the way back in the Toledo zone. Back on the far boards. And now back behind the nets. Birschbach again will bring it forward. Lost it. Now it's come up to Denis. On the far side, the Walleye have it. They bring it into the Komets zone onside. Oh, takes a funny hop off the stanchions. Hauser had to go back for it. That gives Komets a chance to clear it all the way down.
Weird bounce off the glass. Got right to the net. Hauser very sharp on it. Saw it, cleared it.
So far, so good on this penalty kill. We've got 1:10 to go. And the Walleye have got the puck. They bring it forward. Here's Denis. He hits the blue line, drops it back behind him. Now across rink pass is going to come forward to Jenks. Jenks has a man too far out in front of Denis. That will give Garrett Thompson a chance at it. Thompson digging for it, can't get it.
Whacking at it.
And now Colkin, he gets it, and he will send it down the far side. That'll clear the zone. And we're down to under a minute to go on this penalty kill.
No penalty on it.
Garrett Thompson tripped up his man behind the net. That was Van Dane. And now Cody Soul with the interception.
Walking in.
Got a man breaking in. Hey, shoots, and it goes wide. Far side picked up Obuchowski on the far boards. He will get it into the Komet zone. Cody Soul came streaking in. Missed Obuchowski. And the puck comes up along the near side wall to the blue line. Here's a shot right into the big mitt of Michael Hauser.
Yeah, puck went around the boards right back to the point. Good shot from the point by Valdane. Right on the net. And again, Hauser. Glove save, holds on. Cody Soul standing there protecting him.
15:04 to go in the first period. No score. Komets still skating a man down for another 25 seconds. Face off to the right side of Michael Hauser, who has yet to see a shot on nets here in his Komet debut.
Everything shot at him right now, just wide of the net, but he has to handle it, make sure there's no rebounds on the play, but not credited for a shot on goal, which has to be between the pipes.
And our old friend A.J. Jenks will take the drop for Toledo. And now Jenks is going to get booted out of the circle. And here's Kyle Bonus. He will step in there. Comes up along the near side. And the Walleye looking to set up this power play. They got just 18 seconds left on it. Coming up top of the blue line. And missed pass. Going to go all the way out. Tansey will pick it up. Goes all the way back behind the net. Being chased by Hodgman. Down to 5 seconds to go on the power play. And the Komets have killed this one off. Bonus brings it forward into the offensive zone. Drops it back on the far boards. Here's a shot. And it goes wide up top the blue line. Now the Komets turning it back the other way. Here's Mason Baptista on the right side of Kademi. His shot is going to whistle wide. Coming up top along the far side. Now wheeled around. Bobby Shea stepping up from his D-man position. Gets it down low under the stick of Mason Baptista. Now along the far side to the blue line, just over the stick of Kulkin. And the Komets have to get back on sides.
Here they come again, Komets.
Baptista right side. His shot is knocked down. Up along the near side, Kudemi will take another crack at it. That one was blocked, and coming back the other way, it's Bonus. It's going to trickle into the Komet zone. Hauser is there. He will steer it up along the far side, and it finds the stick of Bobby Shea. Far side, Ralph Kudemi plays it up along the near wing.
That'll be icing.
And that's going to come in, and that will be icing. And Komet fans not liking that, but it's going to be a call. 13:51 to go in the first. No score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
No score here in the first period. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons with you here tonight. The opening game of the season between the Komets and the Walleye. And the Walleye have got the puck in their own zone. Komets just killed off a power play, and now we're skating 5-on-5.
Nice check at center, Komets.
Walleye get it in the Komet zone. And now dumping off the glass. It'll trickle into the neutral zone, and the Walleye come back for it. Sarayev up along the far side. He goes back into his own zone, skates in front of his own net. Dangerous pass, and it comes up along the far boards. Walleye will bring it forward deep in their own territory. Shafsma chasing the play, comes out to the center line. Now Hodgman is there, plays it up along the far side to the center line again. And the Walleye get it in. But it's Jason Binkley over to Cody Soul. Soul up along the far side, goes back behind his own net. And here's Jason Binkley with it, plays it ahead, has an open man. It's Jamie Shafsma. Now promptly over to the far side.
Offside.
Are offsides.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean
Pretty
Szydlowski.
close.
Yeah. Thought he had that foot down.
Yep. Offside on the play. Had Hodgman coming down the far wing over here, headed for the net. If it was a good play, he could have fired to the net. Hodgman would have been there for the deflection. But offside of the blue line, comes back to center.
12:45 to go in the first. No score. And they're going to put the face-off at center ice. And here's the puck drop, and it rolls in the Toledo zone. Here's Van Dane, cross ice pass to Simone Denis. Denis up along the far side. He will send it into the Komet zone deep along the far corner, and that will be an icing.
That'll send it all the way back in the Toledo zone. Lines will stay the same, it looks like. 12:34 to go in the period. Still no score in the game.
Komets had the luxury of playing 3 exhibition games, which is kind of rare in the ECHL. So they had an extra tune-up in there. And here's Bobby Shea from the blue line. Here's a shot that's going to go back behind the nets. Tyson Fawcett will give chase. He's met there by Simone Denis. Up along the far side, his pass intercepted by Justin Hodgman. Doesn't know where it is. Now Hodgie gets it back, puts it into the Toledo zone, but it's promptly sent up along the far side. Hodgman misses a check. They bring it forward. Here's Birchback with a chance. Coming in, wraps it around. Nice save by Hauser.
Side.
Got the right leg out. Coming up top. Here's a shot. Hauser the save.
From the point that time.
Barnes was there for the rebound, but it skipped over his stick. Up along the far side in that far side corner. Kulkin rubs his man off the play, and now Wall will come up along the near side. Fawcett takes his man off. Now Denis has it down low. Here's a shot that's going to be knocked down in front. Komets get it free, and here's Garrett Thompson looking for a man. Floats it forward, knocked down off the glove of Denis and into Toledo territory. Playing it off the glass. That's going to trickle into the Komet zone. Back down. Hauser's going to have a play. Gets it off to the recently acquired Dan Maggio. It's intercepted. Coming forward.
The net
goes
again.
Back behind the net. Obachowski up along the near side. And the Komets have got it. It is Marco Waugh. He got a poke checked away, but it goes back to Maggio. He's tripped up on the play. Nothing is called. And the puck is going to come in the Toledo zone. Up along the near side. Obachowski has a man. Pass goes behind him. And it's going to come into the Komet zone. Maggio back for it here. Maggio takes a hit. And it comes up along the far side. Komets get it free.
Nice play. Headman.
Kudemi. Kudemi will flip it forward. It's going to trickle down into the corner. And now Kudemi finds for it. Comes up to Obachowski. Couldn't handle it. Now Maggio. Shavsma. It's going to skate along the blue line, and it goes over the line, so the Komets have to get back on. Komets will get a quick change, but here's Shavsma with a poke check. Shavsma's got it. No help, however, and his shot is going to be deflected. Up along the near side, Jason Binkley with a shot. That's going to go wide. Now Cody Soul winding up in front.
On the line.
They're going to say it's in. Komets score.
And light went on the goal. The referee right there, he waved it in. He's going to take the goal. Komets get the first one on the net.
And the shot came from the point from Cody Soul. And the rebound, I'm not sure who that was in front, but Mahowski thought he had it. It just trickled under his pad and barely got over that line.
Yeah, it took a Komet bounce and dropped over the line. He got his glove on it after, but he was not able to cover it up fast enough to have the referee not call the goal. Komets go ahead 1-0 at the 9:28 mark of this period. Good goal.
And we see the rebound on the scoreboard. The pass came all the way up top. And the Komets get on the board. It is 1-0 with 10:28 to go in the first.
The season scored by number 27, Sean Szydlowski. Assisting on the goal, number 44, Cody Soul. And number 4, Jason Binkley.
Binkley and Soul with the helpers. Sean Szydlowski with the tally, and the Komets are up 1-0. Now the Komets looking for more. Here's Fawcett. He will get it in the Toledo zone. Now it goes up along the far side. The Walleye have got it. Outlet pass along that far side will be brought forward and into the Komet zone. Now it's tied up in front of the Komet net. Here is Waugh. Waugh goes back behind it. It's intercepted. They run around. They score.
Yeah.
Kyle Bonus is going to get the equalizer.
Took a bad bounce behind the net. Toledo was able to pick it up. They wrapped around quickly. Hauser was not able to get the pad up against the post. They squeezed it in, and they tie it up very quickly, coming back at the 9:44 mark of this period.
We will take a break. Tie game. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
We're tied at 1 here at the Coliseum. Shane Albarani, the Robbie Irons. And the play continues here in the Toledo zone. Here's a shot that's going to be deflected off the stick of Sean Szydlowski. Return shot blocked down in front. Here's
it again.
Again off the post.
Yeah.
And that one will get out of play.
Yeah, he intercepted that pass, let the shot go through a screen, rattled off the post, went up into the stands. But nice shot by Szydlowski. Matter of inches from going in. 1-1 score right now. We still got 10 minutes to go in this period.
Bonus and Szydlowski with the goals here tonight. We got a 1-goal game. We'll take another quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons. It is the 66th edition of Fort Wayne Comet Hockey, and we are underway. We got a 1-1 game between the Komets and the Toledo Walleye. And Robbie, you talk about the deep hatred between the Komets and the Walleye. I'm sure, you still got that deep down inside of you after all these years.
Sure, of course. There was a lot of tough games we played in Toledo. A lot of headaches going up there and everything like that. But, boy, when you won in that building up there, it was a great satisfaction. And we had some pretty good playoffs going through. They won some and we won some. And always a tough team to play against.
Face off in the Toledo zone. We got a 1-1 game. Walleye will bring it forward. Comes up along the near side wall, and it is picked up by Leonard. Leonard plays it up along the far side. Here's Kravchenko. Leaves it for Maggio. Maggio along the far side. Got a man open up along the far boards. It's Kudemi. He lost an edge, and coming back the other way are the Walleye. Here's Jenks. He has got it. Trying to stick handle around Leonard.
Stay up on him.
Now it comes over top of the circle, and all the Walleye can do is get it deep into the Komet zone. Komets chase after it. Goes back behind the net, and it's picked up by Fort Wayne. And bringing it forward is Justin Hodgman. Got it poked away at the red line, and it's going to be knocked back to Hauser. Hauser plays it up along the far side. Leonard is there. Hodgman coming in to help out. Now it's poked back behind the nets, and it's Dan Maggio with it. Up along the near side. It is going to be caught in neutral territory by Tansey. Now up along the left side, it's Garrett Thompson. He gets it into the Komet zone. Here's Hauser. Back behind the net to Leonard. Going to lose the handle on the puck. Here's Chris. Chris trying to get it in. Comes in front. Hauser's got to get back. Up top to the blue line. Shot. And Hauser makes the save.
Yep. They get running around a little bit, and that puck was squirting around, but Hauser was able to get in possession as it went back to the point. Pretty good shot from the point as he got down low, made the pad save, and held on. No rebound to kill the play, and the Komets needed a break there and a line change.
That was Nastasiak, who had a wide open net, just could not get the stick on the puck. It gave Hauser a chance to get back to his feet, and we stay 1-1. 7:54 to go in the first. Shots in the game are even up at 5. Nastasiak, who was on this Toledo team last year, takes the face off. It goes back behind the net, and the Komets control it. Up along the far side, the Komets bring it ahead into Toledo territory. It's Kravchenko coming up along the near side. It's picked up by Crisp. Crisp will get it into the Komet zone. Binkley will give chase to it. Has Nastasiak draped on his back. Nastasiak and Binkley down low. Now Kudemi puts it over onto the far side to Cody Soul. Soul will feather it forward, looking for Waugh. Drops it to Kudemi. Kudemi on the right side. He gets forced wide. Now he goes back behind the net. Still on his feet. Now he drops it down low. Back behind the net. The Komets have it. It is Waugh. Waugh now to Kudemi. Tries to center it, but nobody home. Walleye get it back. Back on the far side, it's Tyler Barnes. Got a man coming down the left side. Here's a shot. Goes wide off the stick of Kyle Barnes. And the Komets have it. Down the far side, looking for some help. Now in the corner. Foots in front, and it's going to go wide. It was Kudemi in front. Took a hit from behind as he unloaded the puck.
No penalty on the play.
Has a man in front. Kolkin with a rip. And a save made by Mahovsky.
Yep. Kolkin got the puck inside the blue line, walked in, pretty good shot on the net. And again, McColkin made a nice save there as they kill the play. Komets a little bit of offense there with a couple of good chances, but weren't able to put it in. 6:48 to go, first period.
Face-off will be to the right of the goaltender, Mahovsky. Hasn't been a very physical game here tonight, as right now, Toledo, that's not their style. Komets, a very physical hockey team last year during the playoffs, and right now it's just been end-to-end hockey so far in this first period.
Yeah, good passing all the way through by both teams right now.
Here's the drop, comes into the corner. Kravchenko trying to put it on net. It's going to be broken up. And here come the Walleye on the attack. They bring it forward, but a nice play by the Komet D. And here comes Szydlowski. Has a trailer in front. Here's a shot. Mahovsky, the save. Didn't know where it was. And he has to drop down to the ice, and he gets a whistle.
That's Kolkin again, number 55. Took the pass from Szydlowski. Walked right inside the circle. Let a pretty good shot go. The goaltender scrambled around a little bit. Was able to hold on to it. A pretty good shot as he walked right in, head-to-head.
Komets getting some good looks here in the first period, but we still are tied at 1.
7-5, shots on goal, Komets' favor.
Sean Szydlowski and Kyle Thomas with the tallies tonight. Face off to the left of Mahovsky. Kravchenko to take the drop with A.J. Jenks. And now Kravchenko is going to get kicked out of the circle. Insert Jamie Shaftsma. Expect a lot of that this year.
A lot of changes in the face-off.
Coming up along the near side after the drop. Kravchenko has got it. Looking to get it up to the point, and it's going to go over to the opposite side. It's going to skip over the line. Leonard has got it, and the Komets got to get back on. All the way into the corner. Goes back behind the Toledo net, and the Walleye will bring it forward. Obachowski here on the left side takes a hit as he unloads the puck. Comes down into the corner. Here's Patrick McCarron up along the far side. His shot is going to be knocked aside. Back behind the Komet net. And the Komets pick it up. Backhander up along the near side, picked up by Crisp. His pass is going to go wildly up along the far boards where Sean Szydlowski feathers it over to Hodgman. Hodgman trying to get it off to Szydlowski, but Sid was going off for a line change, and all Hodgman can do is dump it into the Toledo zone. Hodgman and Szydlowski played with each other in juniors in Erie, so a bit of a reunion with those two, as Marco Wall will put it back in the Toledo zone. Goes back behind the nets, and it belongs to the Walleye. Poked aside, here is Waugh, puts it on the nets. Easy save from Mahovsky. Up along the near side. Now picked up by Fawcett. His shot. Mahovsky got a piece of it. Rebound. Score!
Rebound. That'll be a deflection. Cody Soul's going to get the assist on it from the boards over there as he let the shot go to the net. I don't see the number 15, was it? He's jumping up and down right now.
Fawcett, I think.
Yep. So he could have got the deflection. Fawcett, and that'll be his first goal of the season. The Komets will take it. 2-1 lead.
And Mahovsky completely screened on that as Soul just took a shot. He just put it on net from the blue line, not thinking much of it. Fawcett was right there, and he got the deflection. And the Komets lead it by a score of 2-1. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
And the Komet offense has come to life here.
Another good shot. That time again, right at the blue line. They intercepted it, walked in, let a pretty good shot go. Goaltender makes the save. That's 10 shots on goal for the Komets.
And Cody Soul getting
Fawcett
the assist on that goal.
Face-off stays in the Toledo zone. Line change for the Komets.
Face-off to the right of Mahovsky. He's given up 2 here in this first period. Here's a shot that's going to be knocked by A.J. Jenks. Sean Szydlowski at the blue line takes a shot. That is going to come into the corner. Up along the near side, Kravchenko has a man in the corner. It's Jamie Shaftsma. Shaftsma spins around. He's got Szydlowski.
And again.
All kinds of traffic in front, and it finds Mahovsky, and here's Jenks. Jenks on the left side. Floats it in front, and Hauser makes the save. Far side to Kravchenko. Plays it off the glass, and that is going to come into the Toledo zone, and that will be an icing. Well, stick around. Coming up, we'll have the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show coming up in another 4 minutes and 4 seconds. We will recap what has happened so far in this one and take a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard. It is the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show coming up.
Face-off back into the Fort Wayne zone.
Face-off will split the defenders, and it's going to come all the way into the Toledo zone. Here's Van Dane. He'll play it up along the near side. It's going to come down low. Hauser will have to make a play on it. Spins it off the boards. Comes up along the far side. Outlet pass going to be intercepted. Garrett Thompson is back for it, and he unloads the puck to Dan Maggio. Far side, it's going to be tipped by Fawcett. Going to come into the Toledo zone. Back behind
icing.
it. Mahovsky played it, though, but they're going to call an icing on it. And that's what Justin Hodgman is arguing.
They're arguing a little bit. Whether it goes to center, we'll have to see. Right now, it looks like it's going all the way back into the Fort Wayne zone.
3:39 to go in the first period. Komets up 2-1. Tyson, Fawcett, and Sean Szydlowski with the goals for the Komets tonight. Shots in the game, 11-6 in favor of the Komets, and we've got 3:39 to go in period number 1. Huge crowd here tonight at the Coliseum. Opening night, always one of the best nights of the year. Puck is dropped, tied up on the dot. Comes up along the far side now. Squirts loose to the blue line, and the Walleye have got to retreat back to neutral territory. Now they send it forward up along the far side. Now it's golfed into the Komet zone, and coming into the corner is Nastasiak. He will spin it off the boards. The Komets pick it up. Here's Cody Soul.
Nice
got a
play,
man.
Soul.
Up along the far side. It's dropped off to Hodgman. Hodgman looking for a shot. Ran into 2 Walleye. Hodgman still has got the puck. Skates with it towards the blue line. Komets can't get it in deep as Fawcett juggles it, and it's going to be brought forward and into the Komet zone. Komets give chase. Here's Cody Soul, the big defenseman. He will zip it forward. Looks for Kravchenko off of his stick. Now Kudemi goes after it. He is cut off by Obachowski. It goes back behind the net. Obachowski up along the near side wing. Comes loose to Bonus. His pass is going to be played forward. Now picked off by the Komets. Here's Kudemi. Got a man.
Walking in.
Has a man.
Looking.
Trying to take a shot. It's taken away. Oh, a quick one by Kolkin. And Mahovsky with the save. Floats it in front. It's going to be knocked all the way up in the air. Comes down in front of the Toledo goal. And it's going to be forced wide.
Toledo down the other end.
Long pass off the stick of Bonus. And up along the far side. Here's Denny winding up right into the glove of Hauser.
That's the sharpest he's looked on that play right there. We're right over the defenseman on the far side, Denny, and he let a pretty good slap shot go. And goaltender Hauser came out, challenged him, snatched it out of the air with that catching glove. Nice play, nice save.
We'll be back. 2:18 to go in the first. 2-1 Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
In 1975, Miller Lite made history by proving we could brew a great-tasting light beer. And to mark the occasion, we're bringing back our original Steiny bottle for a limited time. Miller Lite, the original light beer, back in its original bottle. Grab one before they're all gone. Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
This is Komet Hockey.
18 minutes have gone by here at the Coliseum. The Komets have got a 2-1 lead, but now the Walleye trying to answer. They come down on Hauser's got to make a grab. Now the Komets pick up the loose puck up along the far side. Here's Denny Kravchenko. His pass going to go off the stick of Maggio. He has got it, and the Walleye will get a line change. So Maggio, plenty of room out there. Plays it forward. Got a man. Fawcett coming out of the goaltender. He scores. Score! Fawcett, number 2 of the game, second of the season, and the Komets up 3-1.
Heads up play by the defenseman coming around the net, looks up the center. Fawcett snuck in behind the defenseman, hit him with a perfect pass. Fawcett goes in, looked at the top shelf, and he hit the top shelf on the goaltender's glove side. 3-1 Komets. 2 goals for Fawcett.
And Tyson Fawcett, one of those guys who was just a pest when he played in Evansville 2 years ago, seemed to beat up the Komets any way he could, but now we're glad to see him in orange and black, and he's got 2 goals tonight. Tyson Fawcett, what a debut.
18-27. Fawcett gets his, we'll have to see who made the assist.
Tyson Fawcett. Assisting on the goal, number 7, Daniel Maggio.
Nice play, Maggio.
And number 24, Dennis Kravchenko. Time and goal 8.
Kravchenko getting his first point as a Fort Wayne Komets, and the Komets up by 2 goals here in the first period. Puck is going to be brought into the Komet zone. 1:05 to go. Cody Soul's got it. That's going to bring us an icing, and we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
The puck has dropped on another Komet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillie's.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets! Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets up by a pair here in the first period. Just 40 seconds to go as the puck comes into the Komet zone. Back up along the far side. Komets will bring it ahead. It's Desjardins. He gets it in deep into the corner. Wall comes in to help out. Now here's Desjardins. Cut off by Crisp. Crisp gets chased out of there by Wall. Comes up to the blue line. And the Komets get it back in neutral territory. Bobby Shea will rim it in. It's going to go up along the far side. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Goes back behind the net looking for Wall. It's going to be poked aside, and coming up along the near side is Obachowski. Here's a long pass intercepted by Kulkin. Kulkin drops it back behind him, and it's coming back the other way. To center ice, it's Shasma. To the Toledo blue line, and that is going to do it for 20 minutes of play. It is in the books here at the Coliseum in front of a packed house. And the Komets right now not disappointing, putting 3 tallies on the board to Walleye's just 1. And things were, pretty close there, Robbie, for those first 10 minutes, and then we broke loose.
Well, they outshoot him 13-6, which was a pretty solid period by the Komets offensively. Not as scared to shoot the puck. Got a couple of pretty good shots on goal, but I was impressed with the defense. They stood up on the blue line in Toledo. A lot of intercepted passes from Toledo. Threw it back at the net, and it resulted in a deflection. The second goal by Fawcett. And then the play up the ice with the Komet defense come around the net. Fired it right up the ice. Fawcett snuck behind the defense. Walked in on the breakaway. A nice shot up top. He gets himself 2 goals. The Komets have a 3-1 lead. And, of course, pretty solid period all the way around. But you're playing Toledo. They're never out of it.
And, again, the Walleye not taking a penalty in that first period, which is nothing new. Last year, the least penalized team in the league. The Komets take that 1 penalty. But I'm sure Gary Graham, is telling his team, stay out of the penalty box against these guys, just like last year.
And remember, you got to play 60 minutes against this hockey team. 2 periods to go, 40 to go, period at a time. Toledo never out of the game.
All right, Komets up by 2. We'll take a break. And the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show coming up. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Dock Dan Service is the place you can find service 24 hours a day.
Hi, folks. Pat Miller telling you the Dock Dancer will always do whatever it takes to keep you and your family cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And now they've teamed up with Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems to offer the right combination of Bryant brand equipment for your home. That includes central air units, Bryant furnaces, heat pumps, and advanced thermostat technology, including Bryant's Wi-Fi controls. Call the doc that loves to make house calls at 744-3251, 744-3251.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back Back live at the Memorial Coliseum. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons here tonight as we start this 66th version of Fort Wayne Comet hockey with a bang. 3-1 is our score. The Comets have got the lead after 20 minutes of play. And Comet fans, this season, the Comets are teaming up with the Fort Wayne Children's Foundation to help stop child abuse and neglect in Northeast Indiana. This season, the Comets organization is calling on the generosity of fans to donate a dollar amount for every win this season. Just go to pledgeit.org/FW Comets to donate, with all proceeds going to the Fort Wayne Children's Foundation. And every little bit helps. You can pledge $1, you can pledge $5, you can pledge $10. All the money will go to the Fort Wayne Children's Foundation. Again, that is pledgeit.org/Fort Wayne Comets to donate. And come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guest of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 260-444-2788. And Comet fans, follow the Comets on Facebook and Twitter and get the Lancia Homes official game recap right after the game. Then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your custom home today. So you want to follow the Comets on Facebook and Twitter, and you will get those updates right after the game. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we will take a look at what has happened so far here tonight. It's been a good first 20 minutes. We got 40 more to go, but the Comets are up 3-1. We'll be back. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps only at Applebee's.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Memorial Coliseum. The Comets lead this one by a score of 3-1 as we take a look at what has happened so far. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, taking laser tag to the next level on Lay Road in Fort Wayne. The Comets took 13 shots in that first period. Toledo just with 6. Recapping the scoring, the Comets got on the board first. 9:27 was the time of the first goal, and it came from Mr. Reliable, Sean Szydlowski, who was wearing number 27 again, as Szydlowski, of course, was wearing number 19. He lost that number last year when Terry McDougall's number was retired, and he's back to wearing number 27 when he wore back with the Comets 4 or 5 years ago when he made his debut, and he makes his debut tonight with a bang. 1 goal for Szydlowski. Came at 9:27. Jason Binkley and Cody Sold with the assist. Toledo did not waste any time getting back as Kyle Bonus came back with a goal, his first of the season. 10:16 was the time of that goal, and it was unassisted. Comets get a pair, and they both came off the stick of Tyson Fawcett, making his Comet debut. The first one came at 14:45, and the second one coming at 18:27. So Tyson Fawcett, what a debut for the Comets. And Fawcett played last year in Tulsa and the year before in Evansville, and he was one of those guys that just gave the Comets fits, and I'm very happy to see him in orange and black tonight. He has got 2 goals to give the Comets that 2-goal lead. Dan Maggio and Denny Kravchenko were the helpers on that second goal for Fawcett. His first one was assisted by Cody Soul and Marco Waugh. So Cody Soul with 2 points here tonight, as he, before the game, was given the A for for his sweater as one of the Komet captains. That position was, of course, vacated when Will Weber left for Europe. So Cody Soul is now a captain for the Fort Wayne Komets, and he has 2 points here tonight. Mahowski, the goaltender for the Toledo Walleye, making his Walleye debut and his ECHL debut tonight. He saw 13 shots, made 10 saves. Michael Hauser looks solid. Only saw 6 shots, made 5 saves, but he looked pretty steady in goal. Just 1 penalty call in that first period. It was a 2-minute high-sticking minor, and it went to Jason Binkley at 3:20 of the first period. So the Komets have yet to be on the power play. Toledo 0 for 1 this evening. Toledo, one of the best power plays in the ECHL in the league last year. They had 3 chances last night in Quad City. They failed to cash in, so Toledo start the season 0 for 4 on the power play. We'll take another break, and we'll come back and have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584, or online at www.ers-oci.com.
Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram rolls through September on and off-road with the Jeep Celebration event. Find the Jeep that best suits you and save big. Get $500 in bonus cash on 2017 Renegades and as much as $1,000 on new Trailhawk and limited editions. Or drive off in a 2017 Grand Cherokee with an additional $500 in bonus cash, but only during the Jeep Celebration under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at GlenbrookDodgeChryslerJeep.com. As American as it gets. Ram Power Days are back at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, which means unbelievable savings on America's longest lasting pickups. Save up to $1,000 on select new 2017 Rams. Get even more back in total value on select Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, or choose 0% APR for 72 months. Ram Power Days going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum, or visit us online at GlenbrookDodgeChryslerJeep.com. Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, as American as it gets.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, where the Komets are up 3-1 early on here against the Toledo Walleye. Tyson Fawcett, 2 goals here tonight for the Komets. Checking the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard in the ECHL tonight. Many teams getting the season underway last night. Komets were fortunate enough to get an extra night's rest. As take a look at the scoreboard as it sits right now. At the end of 40 minutes of play, the Adirondack Thunder are up 3-2 on the Brampton Beast. We got a 4-4 game in Greenville tonight. It's the Wheeling Nailers invading Greenville, and that game is tied at 4 with 5:09 to go in the second. 7:27 is left in the second period down in South Florida. The Everblades are up 3-1 on the Atlanta Gladiators. The Worcester Railers playing their first ever game in the ECHL tonight. They are at home, and they are currently leading the Manchester Monarchs by a score of 2-1. Also games going on in the second period. The Jacksonville Icemen are making their ECHL debut tonight. They are currently trailing the Orlando Solar Bears by a score of 1-0. That game is just now going into the second period. Also in the second period, the Kalamazoo Wings are up on the Cincinnati Cyclones by a score of 2-1. Wichita and Indianapolis tonight, they are knotted at 1 with 2:31 to go in the first. Also tied at 1, we have got Tulsa and Quad City tonight in the Quad City this evening. 1:08 to go in the first period in that game. And we've got some games that have yet to get underway, starting with the defending Kelly Cup champs, the Colorado Eagles. They are in Utah tonight. That game is yet to get underway. Also out west, the Allen Americans head all the way up to Rapid City to take on the Rush. That game is yet to get underway. And the final game to get underway tonight, it is the Norfolk Admirals traveling all the way out to Boise to take on the Idaho Steelheads. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. We'll take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones who fixed it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years. Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. We are getting ready to go for this second period. The Komets are up 3-1. Tyson Fawcett, two big tallies in that first period. It's got the Komets going strong here as we enter the second 20 minutes of play here at the Coliseum. Komets have got two games next weekend, October 20th and 21st. The Komets will face off with the Kansas City Mavericks on both nights. Will be family four-pack night. Get 4 upper arena tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks, 4 chips for only $55. Visit the Memorial Coliseum ticket office to take advantage of this special family 4-pack offer. It's sponsored by Midwest America Federal Credit Union. That is next weekend, Friday and Saturday, as the Kansas City Mavericks will be in town to take on the Komets. 7:30 is the start time on Friday, 8 o'clock on Saturday. 8 o'clock on Friday, 7:30 on Saturday. All right, we will take a break. One more break. Second period coming up. Komets up 3-1. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4- or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
Back at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight. We got a fresh 20 minutes up on the scoreboard, and we are underway here in the second period with the Komets leading 3-1. Faceoff is going to be steered into the Komet zone now. Garrett Thompson with it. He gets it over the line in the Toledo zone. Now back the other way. Obachowski regains his feet.
Penalty coming up for the Komets.
Looks like we could have a tripping call. As Obachowski, lost his feet there, but they're going to say he was tripped up. Garrett Thompson will head to the bin, and the Komets will skate a man down for the second time here tonight.
Yeah, a little reaching and grabbing and not able to get the legs going to catch up. Stick gets between his feet. Tripping penalty. Toledo goes on the power play. Second power play of the game. One in the first. This is the first one of the second. And Toledo always dangerous on power play time.
Over 10,000 are here tonight. That's the official attendance. So thank you, Komet fans, for packing the house here on this home opener as the Walleye come back on offense. Here's rebound. Save made. Jenks looking for it, and he's got it under his pad.
Defense help out to get the puck under him and hold on. There's a pretty good shot and a rebound off it. Got another shot by Toledo, and they're right on us right now.
19:28 to go in the second period, just underway, and Garrett Thompson currently sitting out 2 minutes for tripping. Second power play of the game for the Walleye. And here's the face-off to the left of Komet goaltender Michael Hauser. Here's Jenks in the face-off circle. He wins the drop, comes up to the blue line. Now over to Bonus, top of the right circle. Now it's going to trickle into the corner. Now in front of the net. That's knocked aside. Coming down up along the near side to the blue line, and the Komets will clear the zone. Mahosky will stop it, and he will leave it for Tansey. Tansey avoids a poke check from Szydlowski. He will play it forward off the backhand up along the far side. Intercepted. Komets are going to have an odd man chance in front. Here's a shot, and it just goes wide. Off the stick of Szydlowski. Look, that may have been tipped. Walleye get it. Here's Tyler Barnes along the near side. Carries it over the blue line. Gets around Kalkin. Now it comes down into the corner. Hilbrick with an opportunity. Lost it to Szydlowski. Szydlowski up along the far side. Walleye hold it in. Kudemi now getting to it. Now Barnes puts it all the way over. Here is Bonus looking for a man. Shot, save made, and the rebound gobbled up by Michael Hauser.
Yep. Puck went to the net. He grabbed on it very quickly. He'll get the whistle and try out for another face-off as we get line changes from both teams here.
18:30 now to go in the second. Komets lead it by a pair, 3-1. 50 seconds to go on the penalty to Garrett Thompson.
Face off of the Komet zone with fresh line out there right now. Komet's a man short for 50 seconds.
Same face-off dot as the drop before to the left of Hauser. And Jamie Shasma on the face-off. Comes into the corner. Here's Maggio. Whips it around the far side. Mason Baptista trying to get to it, and he can't clear it. Now it's poked aside. Coming upstairs to the blue line. On the point. Now the far side. Here's Birchback. Has Denis. Floats it over onto the far boards. Now coming back the other way where it's knocked aside. They got a man breaking it. Baptista coming in all on the goaltender. Shoots, and a save made. Mahovsky.
Good shot on it.
Komets on a breakaway. Short-handed chance. Can't cash in. Coming back the other way. Komets lead it by 2. Back up along the far side. Coming in front of the net. Picked up by the Komets. And Maggio will clear it all the way down.
Nice play. Intercepted the pass. Made sure he got it out. Line change Komets.
Down to 8 seconds to go on the power play. Second of the game for the Walleye. Poked away by Hodgman. Now up along the near side. Now far boards. And here comes Thompson out of the box as the puck rolls free in the Komet zone. Back behind the net, Cody Soul leaves it for Tyson Fawcett, who's got 2 goals tonight. Pass over to the big guy. Cody Soul rumbles forward. His pass intercepted, and here we come down on Hauser. Soul's got to get back. Nice job. Goes back behind the net for Hodgman. Back on the far boards to Binkley. And now Cody Soul plays it ahead. Has Garrett Thompson trying to play it off the boards to Fawcett. Couldn't get it to him. Now up along the near side, Chris got the puck taken away by Hodgman. Hodgman coming in looking for a man. Got a man down low, and it's blocked. Back the other direction. Nastasiak will bring it down on Hauser. He will get the blade of his stick down, throws it down into the corner. Skating 5-on-5 here as the puck comes up to the blue line. Walleye starting the season 0 for 5 on the power play. 3 chances last night, and they're 0 for 2 here tonight. Far side, we got a penalty called. Here's a shot, and the Komets are going to skate a man down again. Up along the near side, touched by Colkin. That will draw the whistle. Komets will skate a man down. 16:38 to go in the second. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Tripping.
Ralph Kudemi will take a 2-minute minor for slashing, and it's the second power play of the second period for Toledo, 3rd overall tonight. Komets up by 2. And now we have got a goaltender change. Pat Nagel will make his Toledo debut against his former team right now as Pat Nagel comes into the hockey game for the Walleye.
3:22 of the period. Must be an injury.
He will take Mahovsky. He will spell him after giving up 3 goals. And Pat Nagel in there as the Walleye will start up this power play down by 2. Puck up along the far side. Here's Shanks. His pass is going to go wide. Comes up top for the blue line. Here's Bonus. Takes a hit from behind from Maggio. Comes down low. Now up along the near side. It is Maggio trying to get away from Hilbrick. Hilbrick has got the puck up along the far side. Plays it off the boards to the blue line. Here's a shot. That goes wide. Rattles off the boards. And it comes to Sean Szydlowski.
Break out.
Here's Bonus. Got it. And he just overskated the puck just a bit.
Yeah, if he gets that puck, it's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Tough break.
5 minutes have gone by here in the second period. Komets still holding a 2-goal lead. It is 3-1. Walleye on the power play for the 3rd time tonight. The puck comes into the Komet zone. Far side, here's a shot, and Hauser squeezes the legs and gets a whistle.
On the short side, nice play. Took the angle away, took the shot away. No rebound on the save. Nice save.
Pat Nagel was in goal last night for the Walleye win in Quad City, making 20 saves in the 3-2 victory. And now he is in there. First time ever playing against his former mates. Nagel played here for 3 seasons, including playing in the finale last year against the Walleye in the playoffs. Face-off will be up along the far side, and here is Gabriel Desjardins, who's been quiet tonight. He will throw it all the way down. Nagel will have to make a play. Goes back behind the net, and we got under a minute to go on the power play. Ralph Kudemi sitting out 2 minutes slashing. Up along the far side, here's Cody Soul batting it right back down those far boards. Simone Denny has to drop back, plays it forward. Off on the right side, and it's picked up by the Komets, playing it off the boards, but they will hold it in. Bershback fighting with Kravchenko. Kravchenko gets into the blue line. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Hauser's there.
He's being tested right now, Hauser.
Tyler Barnes was right in front of the net. Took a two-hander from Cody Soul, but Michael Hauser standing strong, making the save, keeping it at a 3-1 game.
Yeah, Soul got there just in time to get Hauser a chance to freeze the puck and hold the puck for the whistle. Nice save. No rebound on it again.
Face off to the left of Hauser. And Jenks will take the drop. Just 24 seconds to go on the power play for Toledo. Sean Szydlowski in there for the Komets, and we got a missed drop. Everyone knows the history between A.J. Jenks and Sean Szydlowski. It goes back many years, and the puck is dropped, and it comes up along the far side in the Komet zone. Leonard to Maggio, whips it around the boards, and Denny.
Here we got 2-on-1.
2-on-1. Here's Szydlowski. He's got Thompson coming in. Over to Thompson. Oh, and it's going to be tipped aside before it got to Nagel.
Nice defensive play.
Garrett Thompson along the far side, and that will do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Komets have it. Here's Garrett Thompson in front. Oh, Szydlowski fanned on it.
Hopped over a stick on him.
Up top to the blue line and out of the zone. Pat Nagel yet to be tested as Tyler Barnes comes up along the near side. Birchback has got it. Has a man coming in. Nastasiak. His shot is going to be blocked. Back behind the nets. It's Tyler Barnes poked aside by Leonard. Now whips it up along the near side. Here's Sean Szydlowski. He'll play it up along that far near boards. But the Walleye are there, and they will shoot it right back in on Hauser. He will stop it. And it goes back behind the net for Dan Maggio. Maggio will play it off the boards. Here's Mason Baptista. Taken away by Connor Chris. Back to Nastasiak off the backhand. And it comes off the end boards. Hauser will make a play on it. Hauser up along the far side. Nastasiak steps in front of it. He's got it top of the circle. Here's the shot. Save made. Hauser sprawling out. And he will make the save.
Defense helping out. Maggi back there made a nice play holding the defenseman away, giving Hauser time to grab onto the puck. And defense doing a good job that way. And gives the Hauser plenty of time to grab that puck and see where it's coming from.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Wonder what the outrageously energizing experience of Mountain Dew Kickstart is like? Well, it's like a combo of 3 awesome things. Dew, juice, and caffeine rebooting your entire personal operating system.
Mountain Dew Kickstart is in position for consumption. Release the Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Mountain Dew Kickstart released.
Experiencing a charge of Mountain Dew Kickstart now.
Mountain Dew Kickstart operation successful.
Roger that.
Get charged up with Mountain Dew Kickstart, now in 2 energizing new flavors, mango lime and raspberry citrus. Fuel with flavor.
This is Komet Hockey.
Looking at 13:31 to go here in period number 2. Komets lead it by a score of 3-1. Walleye have had 2 power play here in this second period, and now they're buzzing around here in the Komet zone. Puck comes here down low in the corner on the near side end. And now its pass is brought forward. Here's Kravchenko carrying it over the line, dropping it back to Binkley. Here's a shot, and Nagel makes his first save of the game. Now Nagel is going to pin it up against the near post, and he'll get a whistle. And now Nagel takes a shot to the back of the head from Jamie Shaftsma.
I think he was losing his balance on the side of the net. He reached forward and hit Nagels on the back of the head. So
I think that looked worse than what it actually was.
Cooler head stay.
And I'm sure knowing Jamie Shaftsma apologized to Nags right away.
Yep.
So Pat Nagel came in relief, did not start this game. Matty Mahovsky started it, gave up 3 goals, and he came in relief here in this second period. So Nagel has handled the puck 1 time here in his return to Fort Wayne so far. 13:06 to go, second period. 3-1 Fort Wayne. Puck into the near side corner off the drop. And here is Colkin. Colkin plays it ahead. Going for it is Fawcett. He will rim it around. Comes up along the near boards. Colkin has got it for the Komets. That's Hodgie now. Hodgman to Baptista. Baptista trying to wrap it around on Nagel. And it's knocked aside. Back up along the far side to the point. A shot. Nagel the save. Into the corner. Fawcett takes a hit. Plays it up along the far sides. And the Walleye will get it free. Barnes will zip it forward at the blue line. Over the line, dropping it back. Poked aside. Van Dane at the center line. Gets it to Tyler Barnes. And all he can do is dump it in. Hauser will play it. Comes into the corner. Back over to Colkin. Colkin gives it a look. Has got a man. And it's Justin Hodgman. Hodgman cuts it back, negotiating traffic. Hodgman, 1 too many moves, lost the puck, and back come the Walleye. It's a 2-on-1 break. Far side in front. Here's a shot.
Oh, there's a big save.
Rebound picked up by the Komets.
Yep, big save. It was a 3-on-1 actually. They picked the trailer up and got the shot on net. Big save by Hauser.
Michael Hauser making a statement here in this second period. Holds the lead at 3-1 for the Komets. Puck rolls up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made. No, Chris got a piece of it before it got through. Here's Marco Wall up along the far side to the blue line. Shot knocked aside. It's going to get over the line. The Walleye are off sides. No whistle called as the Komets get to it first. Looked like Chris touched it. But play will continue, and the faceoff will come into the Toledo zone. Up top of the blue line, now it's going to trickle into the Komet end where Cody Soul will reach for it. Soul plays it off the near side boards. And it's going to be sent forward. Hilbrick to Denny in the Toledo zone. Denny will give it a look, and he will skate forward with it. Gets hooked off the play, and the puck rolls back into the Toledo zone. Denny off the end boards. Back along the far side, and 9 minutes have now gone by here in the second period. Puck will come into the Komet zone. No icing on the play as Cody Soul whips it along the far side. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Plays it ahead. Tipped. Jenks with a chance. And now the Komets get it back again. It's Szydlowski reaching for it. Hilbrick will take it away. Now back along the far side. It's going to be tipped. And now back into the Toledo zone. Here's Tansey, far side, runs into Maggio. And the Komets send it forward. That one's going to go all the way down. And that one will be an icing.
Shasma actually got to the puck, but they called the whistle. The icing call will come back in the zone. We got 10:28 to go in the period. Komets holding on to a 3-1 lead, but they're being outshot in this period. Like about 9-4 right now, so they're not doing too well with the shot clock.
Well, 2 power plays will do that to you.
Yep.
Komets have yet to have a man advantage. Toledo has 3 tonight, and they were 0 for 3 last night, so 0 for 6 on the season for the Walleye. Face off to the right of Michael Hauser, and Jenks is now going to get chased from the face-off circle. Here's Shane Berschbach. Komets win the drop. Here's Hauser. All he will have to do is come out and hang on to it. And we'll line it up and have another face-off. Same spot to the right of Michael Hauser.
Yeah, he didn't like the way that was set up there. As the puck came back, Cody Soul was trying to take the defenseman, left nobody to come back to the net, so he just grabbed on. We'll get another whistle and start over.
We'll get a fresh set of legs out there for both sides. And coming to the face-off circle is going to be Justin Hodgman. Puck is dropped up along the far side. And here's a quick shot save made by Hauser, poked aside by Hauser, and it's picked up by the Komets, sent forward. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson's pass going to come up along the far side for Fawcett, puts it out in front. Hodgman coming in. Oh, he's taken down from behind. No penalty.
Yeah,
wow.
He's looking for it, but he didn't get it. No call. He's saying something to the referee.
Hodgman was pulled down from behind. So we will continue 5-on-5 here. Under 10 to go in the second. Back up along the far side. It's Hodgman. Rims it around. Comes out on the other end here on the near side. Walleye can't get it out of their own end. Now it comes down low into the corner. It's played ahead. And the puck is going to now roll into the Komet zone. They're going to be offsides. And we will take a break. 3-1. Komets with the lead halfway through here in the second period. We'll be back here listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
What makes a great cup of coffee? Just ask Tim Hortons. That's where you'll find coffee sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions. Coffee made from 100% Arabica beans, roasted and taste tested by coffee masters. Tim Hortons Original Blend is brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it. You're invited to find out why so many people love this coffee. Head to any of the Fort Wayne area Tim Hortons locations and try one today.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Back live at the Coliseum where our score is 3-1. Komets with the lead. And Komet fans this season during all home games look up at the scoreboard for Whose Car Is It? Brought to you by Big City Cars, where you can guess the car of a Komet player. Big City Cars on Lima Road. Well, we need a power play here, it looks like. I think if we got one of those, things might change, but we're still leading 3-1. But this second period has gone back the way of the Walleye.
Yeah, 16 shots apiece on goal right now, and that's 10 by the Toledo and only 3 by the Komets. So they've taken over the offense. Now, they've had 2 power plays, and as you mentioned, maybe to turn it around quickly, let's get a power play. But tough call made on Hodgman as his feet went out from underneath him as he was headed for the net. He was asking for a penalty, but the referee said no. They talked about it, but we're still 5-on-5.
Referee tonight is Lucas Martin. And he has not called a penalty on the Walleye here this evening. Still got a ways to go. We're just halfway through this one. Komets up 3-1. Play resumes, and the puck is down in the Toledo zone. Up along the near side, here's Davis Van Dane. Now far side to Crisp, and the puck is going to come into the Komet zone. Here's Nastasiak. Has a man on the near side. Now it comes down low. It's Charlie O'Connor. O'Connor flips it up top to the point. Here's a shot. It's going to be knocked aside off the glove of Hauser. Couldn't control it. It stays in the Komet zone. Now back behind the net. O'Connor cut off along the far side by Kudemi, and he will send it all the way down to Pat Nagel. Nagel will stop it. He leaves it for Tyler Barnes. Plays up the near side, and the Walleye should be called for too many men here, but they're not. Curtis Leonard has got the puck back behind his own net. Being looked at by A.J. Jenks. Puck up along the far side. Here's Dan Maggio to Shasma. Looking for Kravchenko.
Offside.
Offsides.
Nice little nifty passes by the Komets to get up the ice, but unfortunately a little offside at the blue line. Forces the whistle, and the crowd not very happy. They thought there should have been a penalty as about 3 players jumped off the Toledo bench to make a line change. Puck went right through the scramble of them, and maybe nobody touched it from our angle, and no penalty called on it again.
Now the referee tonight, hearing from over 10,000 Komet fans on here tonight for this 66th season opener. Komets up 3-1 as the Walleye bring it into the Komet zone. Here's Dan Maggio. Oh, he lost the puck in front. Save made. Still loose, just goes wide. Here's Leonard. Leonard couldn't control it. He wraps his man up. Comes out in front. Hauser's got to make another stop. Now back behind the net. The Walleye trying to get it free. Trying to get a little bit of space out there.
Come on, guys. Help him out.
Comes along the far side. Oh, Walleye have got it at the blue line, and it's knocked down. The Komets come away with it. Here's Szydlowski. Got a man coming in. He shoots off the post. Second one tonight for Szydlowski.
Yep, off the crossbar that time.
Score stays 3-1. Komets with the lead. Sean Szydlowski with a goal here tonight, and he's got the pipe twice. Here's another shot by the Komets. It goes wide of Nagel. And up along the near side. Broussard for the Walleye. Gets it in. Back behind the net. Hauser will stop it. He leaves it for Ryan Culkin. Culkin to Hodgman. Back along the far side. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea to Culkin. Culkin will leave it for Hodgman here on the left wing. Cross-ice pass goes to Shea over the blue line. Shea drops it back for Garrett Thompson. Thompson goes deep into the corner, spins off some pressure. Has a man. Here's a one-timer that's not going to get very far. Up along the near side, it is Hodgman. Plays it to Garrett Thompson, pinned up against the boards. Thompson now gets free. Looking for someone in front of the net. He's got Hodgman up along the near side. Thompson still with it. Poked aside up top of the blue line. Culkin. And Culkin cannot stop it. And here come the Walleye down on the right side. It is Bonus with a shot. Scores.
Bonus, nice play. Made a nice little deke on the defenseman. Got him to hold up a little bit and got the angle. Let the shot go. Hauser, I think, was thinking he was going to come right in on him. But the quick shot beat him. They get back on the board. 3-2. Komets still leading.
3-2 is the score. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousinsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
6:35 to go in the second period. Komets still up by a goal. Here's Marco Waugh coming in on Nagel. Takes a shot. Save made. Up along the near side, and a pass is going to be sent forward. Jason Binkley with it for the Komets. Up along the far side, it's Kudemi. Kudemi goes back behind that, trying to wrap it around. It's loose in front, and it's going to be cleared the length of the ice. Or no, it's going to go up. It's going to get into the Toledo bench.
Yep, that'll just keep the face off in the Toledo zone. The line changes by both teams at this point. 6:12 to go. We're up by 1, 3-2, second period.
Kyle Bonus has 2 goals for the Walleye tonight. Tyson Fawcett also has 2 goals for the Komets. That's Sean Szydlowski. Right now, he's the difference maker. He got his first of the season to open up the scoring, but he has got the post twice here tonight.
Yeah, big difference right there, a matter of inches, but he didn't put it away.
Face off to the right of Pat Nagel, who didn't start this game. He came in relief in the second period.
The 3:22 mark of the period. Must have been an injury to the goaltender.
Face off in the Toledo zone, won by the Komets. Maggio to Szydlowski. Szydlowski pushed off the play. Now Sid battling up along the near boards. Brassard. He sends it along the far side. It's going to be sent all the way in. Hauser will stop it. And now we've got a scrap going. It is Kravchenko and Jenks. They face off right at the Toledo blue line. Kravchenko, a little bit of a height disadvantage, but he's holding his own against the bigger boy, Jenks. Yep. Look at Kravchenko getting down low. A couple of pops. All right hand. Now a left by Kravchenko. Now a right to the back of the head by Jenks. Look at Kravchenko with the uppercut. And Jenks is hurt, and they go down.
Yeah, Jenks is a big guy, and he's a veteran, too, and he run into a little bit of a buzzsaw there as Kravchenko, he got some pretty good jabs in and held his own against him until the size took over, but that'll build the crowd up pretty quickly right now. Nice little scrap right there.
A bit of a mismatch there, but Denny Kravchenko, we knew this guy was scrappy coming in. He showed it right there, squaring up with A.J. Jenks. So both will go out. They'll set out 5 minutes for fighting. We've got 5:57 to go in the second. Komets lead it by 1. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Thank you! Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Got a pretty good scrap there between Jenks and Kravchenko. That gets the 10,000 plus here at the Coliseum to their feet.
Yeah, both get 5 minutes for fighting, so teams are full strength still.
The Walleye have taken it to the Komets here in this second period, but we still got the lead. Here's Shasma up along the far side, drops it off. And here's Fawcett, who's got 2 goals tonight. Fawcett has a man on his back. And it belongs to Maggio now. Got a little bit of space. We got a penalty called. There's a shot, goes off the post. Again, Fawcett almost had a hat trick there, but we got a penalty called, and finally, one is going to go our way.
Yeah, against Toledo. Slashing it's going to be.
Fawcett almost tucked that puck right under the left leg of Nagel, but he got too much of the post.
Yeah, once the delayed penalty was called, the Komets kept working, got it back to the point. They moved it around. Maggio let a pretty good shot go, rebound, and then again Fawcett with the rebound on it, hit the post, did not go in. We end up with the power play. We need to make something happen on this right now.
Austin Brassard is the guilty party. And it's 2 minutes for slashing, and the Komets now on their first power play of the game and of the season. As the puck comes all the way down to Michael Hauser. Hauser's going to stop it, throws it over to Bobby Shea. Here's Shea. He will move it forward. He has a man. It's Desjardins. He will get into the Toledo zone, poked aside, and sent backwards all the way into the Komet zone. Hauser with it. He is going to stop it. And the Komets will move ahead here on the power play. Here's Shea. Over to Marco Wall. Wall on the left side. He will send it up along the far side. And here is Desjardins. Coming up top of the blue line, and that one is going to just get over the line. Shea has to come all the way back for it. Komets reset here on the power play. Shea will get it in deep. He is met in the corner by McCarron. We got another penalty called. It's going to be on the Komets. And now Desjardins is going to get into it. Him and Obachowski exchange blows.
Yeah, they're pushing and shoving at each other, giving each other dirty looks. The penalty being called right now on the delay. We'll see if there's anything off the little skirmish we had there with Desjardins. Desjardins is going to the penalty box. He may have got the original penalty. Shea getting themselves in it, too, talking to a few players.
Well, this game is turning into a Fort Wayne Toledo game right now.
Starting to get a little tempers up right now, Face-off will go back into the Komets zone. Desjardins will get the 2 minutes, and the Komets find themselves with full strength at 4-4 with 1 minute and 9 seconds still in the Toledo, so we're 4 against 4.
Cross-checking is the call on Gabriel Desjardins. So it'll be 4-on-4 here for another 1 minute and 9 seconds, and then Toledo will go on the power play. It'll be their 4th of the game. Komets lead it 3-2. Face off to the right of Hauser, down in the Komet zone. Up along the far side, here's Cody Soul. Soul in the corner, goes back behind the nets, and he zips it over to Jason Binkley. Binkley back behind his own net, back on the far side. Here's Cody Soul. He lost the puck. Bonus has got it, but Szydlowski comes in. He will help out, and he moves it over to Jamie Shafsma. Shafsma, the captain, moves it ahead along the far side. Here's Sean Szydlowski, dangles over the blue line, drops it back behind him. Cody Soul was behind the line, so the Komets have to get back on sides. Soul will drop it back into his own zone. Gives it a look, and he plays it ahead. Here is Shafsma. Again, comes slowly over the blue line. Has Cody Soul breaking in. Now back to Shafsma. Backhander goes wide, and Soul with it. Soul along the far side, top of that right circle. Down low to Shafsma. Shafsma taking a shot. Nagel the save. And now it comes loose all the way to the blue line. And the Walleye hustle over the Komet line, but Cody Soul is there, gives it to Sean Szydlowski. Still 4-on-4 here for another 5 seconds. Back on the far side, they get it into the Toledo zone. Here's Hodgman
walking in.
Coming in with a backhander. What a shot, and a save made by Nagel. He'll squeeze the pads and get a whistle.
3:25 to go. Both teams, now Komets a man short right now. The Toledo penalty just over. 49-second power play right now for Toledo. Face-off is going to stay in the Toledo zone on it as the Komet change up their lines.
3:25 to go in the second, and a power play coming up for the Walleye. Baptista and Bonus on the drop, and Baptista wins it. Here's a shot, Nagel will make the save. Baptista had a breakaway early on in this period, and Sean Szydlowski's hit the post twice. So the Komets ample scoring chances. Shots are now 22-18 in favor of the Komets. And now the Walleye on a power play for another 30 seconds. Obachowski skates through some traffic. We'll get into the Komet zone. Up along the near side boards, here's Garrett Thompson with a backhander all the way down. Floats it to Pat Nagel's stick. And Nagel will play it off the end boards. Coming up along the near side, here's a shot. Nagel makes the save. That shot came from the blue line off the stick of Garrett Thompson. Nagel was caught out of position a little bit, but he was able to come back and make the save. Power play is over with. We're back to 5-on-5. Back behind the net in the Komet zone. Now it comes into the corner. Stepping up is Desjardins with 2:28 to go in the period. Back up along the far side. Here's Shafsma. Plays it down low all the way into the Komet zone. Here's Cody Soul. Takes a wide turn. Plays it forward. He finds this tape of Jamie Shafsma. Now into the Toledo zone. It's Desjardins. Poked aside. Comes out in front. O'Connor will play it ahead, and it's going to be knocked down at the center ice logo. And now it's going to come forward over the stick of Desjardins. 2 minutes now to go in the period. Now up along the far side, it's moved ahead and into the Komet zone. It is going to slowly come down low below the goal line and in the corner. Back behind the net. Cody Soul pins his man up against the boards. Colkin in there as well. We got a big tie-up. Everybody now throwing around the lumber. And it goes back behind the nets, and the Komets pick it up. Here's Fawcett. Fawcett with a head of steam. Gets it poked away. It's O'Connor. He's got it. Now Fawcett comes in to help out. Now coming in. Here's a shot. Save
nice
made.
Save, Hauser.
Hanging on is Hauser after a turnover. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
And now, Now back to Comet Hockey.
$1:31 left on the clock here in the second period. Komets clinging to a 1-goal lead now as the puck comes into the Toledo zone. The Komets are going to be offside.
Yep. Batista got ahead of the puck there a little bit as it was flipped up in the air. He got to it, but it went over the 3 blinds. The whistle will come back into the Komet zone. 1:25 to go. We lead by 1. Shots on goal. Komets have come back a little bit and got a lead again of 22-19.
Face-off will be to the right of Hauser. It's going to be Justin Hodgman to take the drop for the Komets. And it comes up to the blue line to Denis. Here's a shot. That's going to be ripped wide. It's going to come all the way here on the near side. Baptista got enough of it. It will go into neutral territory. Bonus over on the far side. He will whip it around the boards and deep into the Komet zone it goes. Back up top of the blue line. Denis will take another bit at it. It's going to go wide. Now Denis will pick it back up. His shot is blocked. Up along the near side, it is Shea.
Bad bounce.
Bad bounce came out in front, but the Komets are able to control it.
Last minute of the period.
Komets get it. Here's Hodgman getting loose. Hodgman cutting in. Comes down into the corner, puts it in front. Had Shea, couldn't connect. Shea in the corner. Along the far side, now Shea tripped up on the play. Play will continue. Colkin with it, takes a shot, and Nagel will make the save.
That's about 3 times Colkin's been able to intercept the puck just inside the blue line, walk in, take a pretty good wrist shot. Goaltenders have made good saves on Colkin on that save again right there. 42 seconds in the period.
Face off to the left of Pat Nagel. And Marco Waugh will take the drop for the Komets. Shots are 22-19 in favor of Fort Wayne. As it comes along the far side, Komets hang on to it at the blue line. Here's Jamie Schaafsma in the corner. Gets taken off the puck, and now up along the near side, Marco Waugh comes in to help out. Garrett Thompson out in front of the net. Schaafsma trying to get it to him. Now Thompson now goes behind the net. He gets tangled up on the play. Comes up top of the circle. Schaafsma back on the far side, off the backhand, down low. Here's Waugh. Takes a hit from behind. Still on his feet. Waugh still with the puck. Up top to the blue line. Here's a shot that goes wide. 10 seconds to go. 9 seconds. Here's a shot from Waugh. Knocked down. Comes down into the corner with 5 seconds to go in the second period. The Walleye get it. Maggio got a piece of it. Oh, couldn't get a shot off as the period comes to a conclusion. 3-2 is the score. Komets do not get a goal in that second period. The Walleye get one, and that leads us to our total of 3-2. And the Walleye came out firing in that second period, Robbie. But again, we, just like last year, got in penalty trouble.
Well, as I said, Toledo will never be out of this game all the way through it. They outshoot Komets 13-9 in the period, outscore them 1-0, get the margin down to 3-2. So again, a real interesting third period coming up. But as the Komets kept playing through the period, I thought they started to take over a little bit, but Toledo came out strong. They had a couple of power plays early, and the Komets were able to kill those off. But big thing that you said, stay out of the penalty box is the key to it right now, and work hard. Let's get a little luck around the net. Szydlowski hits the post twice, and unfortunately it doesn't go in. So keep shooting. We'll get a couple of goals on them, and that'll win the hockey game for us. But Toledo, never out of the game.
Should be an exciting finish to this one. We've got 20 minutes left to play here in this home opener. 3-2 is the score. Komets have got the lead. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies, with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn. Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, where our score is 3-2. The Komets over the Toledo Walleye at the moment. Komets played tough in that first period. The Walleye come back and get a couple, and we've got a one-goal game. Taking a look at our shots on goal in the game, brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, taking laser tag to the next level on Lay Road in Fort Wayne. Shots in the game are 23-19 in favor of the Fort Wayne Komets. Komets getting 13 in the first, 10 in the second. Toledo had 6 in the first and 13 in the second to give them a grand total of 19 tonight. Recapping the scoring, Sean Szydlowski got us going at 9:27 of that first period, his first of the season. Jason Binkley and Cody Soul with the helpers. Kyle Bonus comes back, his first of the season. It was an unassisted goal at 10:16 in the first period, and we were tied at 1. Going into the latter part of the first period, the Komets break loose as Tyson Fawcett gets a pair of goals as we went into the second intermission, or the first intermission rather, as Tyson Fawcett got his first one at 14:45 and his second at 18:27. Cody Soul and Marco Waugh with the assist. Daniel Maggio and Denny Kravchenko also with the assist. And in the second period, just one goal scored. It was Kyle Bonus, his second of the season, second of the game. Tyler Barnes with the assist. And that was the story for the scoring. Komets had a brief power play, did not score. Toledo 0 for 3 on the night on the power play, as Matty Mahovsky, he started this game in goal for Toledo. He had to be spelled by former Komet goaltender Pat Nagel. Nagel came in the second period, saw 9 shots, made 9 saves. Michael Hauser, 19 saves on 17 shots to give us that grand total of 3-2. Komets have got the lead. We will take a break here during the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show, and we'll have a special guest joining us as we come out of the other side of the break. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
The autumn carved turkey from Subway is back for a limited time, and it's delicious. Here, I'll make you one now. With thick cut turkey breast, with cranberry mustard sauce, and cheddar cheese. Man, that looks good. Go to Subway and get your autumn carved turkey for a limited time. Subway, so much turkey. I'm solid gold.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, the Komets clinging to a 3-2 lead as we go to the third and final period of play. We are in the second intermission, and right now I'm being joined by a special guest, Jeff Childs. Now, you might not know Jeff's name, but you might very well if you are a fan of Trine University. He is now the new voice of Trine University hockey. It is the first season for Trine hockey as they have already started playing, but Jeff will be on the air very soon. And Jeff, I'm sure you're very excited to be the first voice of Trine hockey. It is a brand new program. They got a brand new facility. So how's the feeling about being the first guy?
Well, there's a little bit of pressure, Shane, but on the other hand, there's not a lot of pressure because you can sort of set your own mark, set your own style for how you want to do things. But as I've seen so far in the city of Angola, I'm new to Indiana, not new to hockey. I've called a lot of high school hockey, club hockey in the past, and the residents of Angola and the people of Trine University really taking to hockey so far. As you said, it's a beautiful facility, and we're going to get going here pretty soon, just under 2 weeks from now.
And you've got there's a lot of hockey going on for a town that didn't have any hockey. All of a sudden, there's this giant influx of hockey teams. You've got club teams, you've got women's teams, you've got all kinds of things going on. Now, what is going to be your main focus as far as calling games up there?
Well, as far as my duties right now and for the foreseeable future, just home games as of now, as far as I know, for the Division III varsity team. Of course, the women's hockey going to be a focal point as well. I'll probably call a few women's games, mix in some basketball for the non-hockey folks out there as well. But Division III women's hockey and basketball will be the focus. Maybe a few club games sprinkled in. We'll see.
What has been the reception so far for hockey up in Angola?
Well, as you said off the top, it's a very new sport to them. They're not quite used to this game and these players and a sport that's played on ice. But I want to familiarize the people of Angola with it very, very quickly. I love the game, passionate about the game, and I can't wait to bring my style and my personality to the people of Angola and Trine University.
Jeff Childs is my guest. He is the new voice of Trine University hockey. It is a brand new program up in Angola. I know we've got a lot of fans in Angola, so I don't think they're quite unfamiliar with hockey. Maybe college hockey, perhaps, but it certainly is an exciting time. Now, what can we expect out of this Trine University hockey team? It's their first season, and what league do they play in? Who are they going to play? What are some of the names we're going to be hearing?
Well, certainly, yeah. They're going to start, as I said, NCAA Division III program to start off the year, just under 2 weeks. October 27th versus Wisconsin Stout, 7 p.m. puck drop, and the very next night, Stiffer-Tesk, Wisconsin Stevens Point will be the Saturday night opponent. As with any startup program, new program, might take a while for them to get their legs and get their skates underneath them, but they've got a lot of residents from the surrounding area, the Midwest, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, that entire area, and they'll be playing in the NCHA, one of the tougher conferences in Division III hockey.
And I know you'll be playing a team from St. Norbert's, and Komets have got a St. Norbert alum. We've got Mason Baptista. So certainly, if this league is developing players and bringing talent who can play in the ECHL, you can only expect what's going to be on the ice starting in just a couple weeks up in Angola.
Well, as you said, and you mentioned, the Komets have that connection with St. Norbert and with Division III hockey, so it's a strong league. They send players to higher levels of hockey, and I'm looking forward to a very exciting season for the Trine Thunder.
Jeff Childs is with me, the voice of the Trine Thunder. And folks, there's nights where the Komets aren't on. Trine is just 45 minutes away. Head north, go up I-69, go to the beautiful new Trine Hockey Thunder facility, and it is beauty. You've been there. You're ready to call games, but talk a little bit about the facility itself.
Well, it's a beautiful facility, 1,000 seats, which, compared to the Coliseum here might seem a little small, but for Division III hockey, that's a decent number, usually 1,000, 2,000 seats, and a beautiful facility. One entire side of the ice is full of seats. The other side, beautiful scenery, picturesque. They have sort of a few suites up there. The head coach's office is up top, so really one side of the ice, and then behind the nets there's some seating. Other side, all luxury suites, all for the faculty, the board, those sorts of things.
Beautiful facility. Again, take a trip up to Angola and see Trine play this season. And don't be surprised if you don't hear Jeff maybe coming in and hitting that chair and maybe doing some color with me throughout the season. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us, and go Thunder.
All right, thank you, Shane.
We'll be back. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are looking for a fantastic finish here tonight. Wouldn't expect anything between these two great rivals. 3-2 is the score. Komets with the lead as we go into the final period of play. And this season, Komet fans, we've got all kinds of new features up on the scoreboard. Pay attention to those during the game, starting with the Hamilton Public House. Whose pregame meal is it? And take a look, and you can guess the pregame meal of one of our favorite Komet players. And if you're looking for a place to go for your pregame meal, go to the Hamilton Public House, now open at 4910 North Clinton, just down the road from the Coliseum. And fans, also a new soon-to-be favorite feature during all home games on the scoreboard is the Kelly Auto Body. Whose body is it? As you can select the body of your favorite Komet player. Kelly Auto Body with 3 locations in Fort Wayne. We will take a break. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is what it sounds like when real people guess which truck brand offers best-in-class V8 towing and best-in-class HD horsepower.
I go Ram, I would put it on Ford.
And this is what it sounds like when real people learn it's Chevy with the Silverado 1500 and Silverado 2500 HD.
Yeah, Chevy.
Chevy, the only truck brand that offers choice without compromise. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Silverado 1500 class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR. When properly equipped with available 6.2-liter engine. Silverado HD with available 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine.
What makes a great cup of coffee? Just ask Tim Hortons. That's where you'll find coffee sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions. Coffee made from 100% Arabica beans, roasted and taste tested by coffee masters. Tim Hortons' original blend is brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it. You're invited to find out why so many people love this coffee. Head to any of the Fort Wayne area Tim Hortons locations and try one today.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. You can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to
All right, that was weird.
Online all the time at O'DanielAuto.com.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
Here we go. Third period underway here from the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you. Komets up 3-2. We're just underway here in the third period. And the Walleye will control the puck as we start things off down in their own zone. Here's Alden Hirschfeld. Will come along the far side. He will send it over to Berschbach. And here's a shot save made by Hauser. Or knocked down in front. Now Bobby Shea trying to get out of his own zone. Comes out in front and to the blue line. Now to the center line. It trickles forward. Now the Komets back in their own zone. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea will skate in front of his own nets. And Shea will play it off the end boards. Back on the far side, here's Maggio to the blue line. Again. Lost it to Jenks. Got a man down low, and nice poke check by Maggio. Got back on the play. Now he pushes it up along the far wing for Desjardins. It's going to trickle into the Toledo zone as Sean Szydlowski goes after it. Szydlowski kicks it over. Front. Centering pass, and it's going to be broken up. I had Maggio in front, couldn't feed it to him. Walleye come back forwards. Along the near side, Hilbrick will get it into the Komet zone. Off the end boards again. Back up along the far side to the blue line. Walleye have it. Here's a shot. Going to be knocked down before it gets through to Hauser. Now back behind the net. It's Hilbrick again. Tries to push it up along the near wing. Has Jenks. Jenks with a shot. Misses it wide. High off the far glass. Now it goes off the end boards. Jenks again tries to center it. Here's a man in front. The Komets break it up.
Come on, get caught.
And here come the Komets trying to settle things down. Coming up along the near side. Here's Jamie Shafsma. It will come down low into the corner. Now up along the near side. And Crisp will get it out of the Toledo zone. Off the boards and up along the near side and into the Komet zone.
Pretty close checking right now, both teams.
Here's Crisp. Sends it off the end boards in the Komet zone. Now comes up top to Denis. Denis will cycle it down low. Got a man. Broken up by Cody Soul. Hauser tries to get back to his feet as the puck comes to Jason Binkley. Binkley to Kudemi. He sends it forward. Knocked down by Denis.
High stick.
Playing in the puck with a high stick will be the call. 17:36 to go here in the third. 3-2 Komets. Tyson Fawcett right now the star for the Komets with 2 goals. Kyle Bonus also has a pair for Toledo. Face off just outside the Toledo blue line. And it's going to be Justin Hodgman on the drop, and it goes to Binkley. Back along the far side, and whipped around the boards and coming down low into the corner. Here's Hodgman sending it out through the blue paint. Nobody there. Along the far side, the Walleye will get it loose. Now it is Cody Souls' turn with it. He gets it right back in the Toledo zone. Poked aside by Hodgman, and Nagel will have to make a play on it. Leaves it for Denis. Hodgman is there for the Komets. Hodgie's pinned up against the boards by Davis Van Dane. Hodgman wins that battle. Here's Binkley, top of the right circle, back up top, high slot. Here's the shot. It's going to be blocked again off the stick of Cody Soul. Back on the far side, Hodgman gloves it down, turns the corner, brings it back up ice. Hodgman gets chased, got it poked away. Komets still hang on to it. Fawcett almost got it. Now the Walleye get it back. It rolls in front. Fawcett. Oh, he's tripped up. They coughed up the puck right in front of the net. Fawcett with an opportunity to complete the hat trick.
Yeah, a little too close on the net.
Puck will come in on Hauser. Doesn't have to make a play on it. Up along the far side. And here's Jamie Schaafsma.
Get it out, guys.
Back up along the far side. Here's the centering pass. Berschbach got a man in front, and it's broken up. Komets coming back the other direction. Off the glass and all the way down. Nagel will have to come out and make a play on it, so no icing on it. And here is Kravchenko. Over to Sean Szydlowski. Sid has got it. He's going to drop back, plays it off the boards, and the Komets come away with it. Here's Kolkin. Got a man into the net. A little too far out in front of Kravchenko. Comes along the near side. Now top of the circle, brought forward by Kyle Bowness. Bowness over the left side. He will carry it over on sides. Got a man out in front. Here's a shot, and it goes wide. Far side, Komets have it. Here is Schaafsma to the blue line. Between his legs, will get it deep in the Toledo zone. The Komets will change it up on the fly. Walleye have got it, and the Komets are screaming for a too many men on the ice call, and they're going to get it.
Linesman, I think, called it.
So the Komets get a power play, much needed one.
Yeah, a little mix-up at the Toledo bench, and they finally catch him. Too many men on the ice. Komets will have power play here. Still 15:38 to go, but it's been very close checking. A lot of sloppy little passes because of the close checking, and fortunately no goal scored by each team. So we go on power play, face-off in the Toledo zone.
Komets had a brief one in the second period. It only lasted maybe half a minute. So it is a bench minor, too many men on the ice. Shane
Take advantage now.
Will sit out the next two for the Walleye. Face off to the left of Pat Nagel in the Toledo zone. And the puck is dropped, won by the Komets. Here's Shea. Shea with a pass, and it's going to be tipped by Jenks, and it will get out of the zone. Bobby Shea circles around, gets it in deep, whips it around. Here's Garrett Thompson on the other end for the Komets. Kudemi tried to center it, broken up by Jenks, now poked away again. Up top, here is Shea. Oh, he misplayed it at the blue line.
Bounced over.
And it is going to go all the way back. Shea has got it at the line. Bobby Shea. Turn it on the Jets, comes up along the near side. Shea up top. Here is Kravchenko. Now he zips it over. Up top to Shea again. Shea over to Waugh. Waugh top of the right circle with some time. Over to Shea. High slot. Got a man down low. It is Waugh. It was poked aside, but he gets it back. Back behind the net, Garrett Thompson. Gets tangled up, comes out in front of Nagel, and it's steered into the corner. Kudemi with a man on him, takes a hit, but he's able to get it to Garrett Thompson. Pass broken up. Now it goes back behind the net, comes off the glass, and it's just going to scoot over the line, and the Komets have to get back on sides.
1 minute in the penalty.
Here's Shea. To Marco Waugh, takes a wide turn, brings it back into Toledo territory. Waugh along the far side, goes back behind the net with a man on him. Comes up top of the blue line. Binkley can't get to it.
Cut him off.
And here comes Obachowski coming in, takes a shot. Hauser, the save.
No penalty on the play. Hodgman gave him a pretty good slash, and he was able to veer off the slash, went in, took to the backhand. Hauser made a nice save on the play. Mix up again at the blue line, at Toledo blue line, and they took off and had a bit of a breakaway.
And that was Hilbrick coming away.
Yeah, shorthanded.
And three Komets had a chance to get that puck. Everybody reached for it, but nobody could quite get to it. And that sprung Hilbrick, but a nice play by Hodgman to come back and break it up.
39 seconds, still power play. Face off in the Komets zone, though.
And here's the puck drop, and it belongs to the Komets. Here's Binkley. Binkley will play it at the blue line. He will drop it back to Szydlowski. Now along the far side, he has got Schaafsma. Schaafsma with Hilbrick all over him. Comes down into the corner. Here is Hodgman. As a man, it is Kravchenko. Now to Szydlowski up top. Here's Binkley, high slot.
The shot.
Over to Sid. Here's a shot. Just goes wide. Kravchenko along the far side. Oh, Szydlowski is tripped. No call. Chris, hold him down from behind. We will continue for another 1 second. There we
Power
go. That's
play even now. All even, guys.
They're 5-on-5. Here we go. Coming down on Hauser. He makes the save on
that was a bit of a mix-up right there. Two players of the Komets over this side of the ice. And the Toledo player wide open walked in on the right wing. Nice shot. Big save.
We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584 or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
And now back to Komet Hockey.
13:06 to go in the third. Komets up by a goal. And the puck comes along the near side here in the neutral zone. Big pile up. And it comes out to Brassard for the Walleye. He quickly loses it to Tyson Fawcett. Fawcett with the puck. Rolls out in front of his own net. Now up along the far side. It comes to Gabriel Desjardins. Desjardins gets leaned on. He comes down into the corner. Trying to set up. Now it rolls off of his stick. Comes out in front of the net. And the Walleye get it. Obachowski back in his own zone. Will zip it backwards. Walleye have it up along the far side. Now it's brought forward into the Komet zone. No, it's going to be tipped and over the glass. So we'll get a whistle and a face-off.
12:21 to go. Komets up by 1, 3-2. Face-off will come to center ice, it looks like.
Shots in the game are 24-21 in favor of the Komets. And it's going to be Waugh on the drop. Komets have the puck. Here's Bobby Shea. Shea over the far side, out to Desjardins. He's got Kudemi. Now he has a man. Here's Waugh taking a shot.
Nice save
by Nagel. That's a big old rebound. Comes all the way out. Nagel got the left leg out to Shea. With the puck along the far side, plays it along the wall. Here's Schaafsma, has Kudemi in stride. Kudemi coming in, takes a shot. Nagel just got a piece of it. Far side, it's Waugh, now down low. Komets looking for someone out in front of the net. They go back behind the net, up top. And here's Shea with the shot. That's going to be deflected wide. Now it goes tied up in the twine, back behind the net. And now it comes loose. Into the corner. Here's Waugh. For Schaafsma. Sends it over onto the far side for Denis. Komets hang on to it. Colkin is there. Down to the blue line to Shea. Shea with a backhander. Knocked down by Denis. Now along the far side. Here's Schaafsma. Has a man in front. Colkin with
on the net again.
And Nagel makes a save. He scores. No, they're going to wave it off.
Whistle.
It came loose, but the referee had blown the whistle.
Crowd a little upset with that, but the whistle had gone. The goaltender had froze it, and it popped loose. But right now, anything could ignite this crowd right now, and a goal, of course, would make a big difference. Komets off till next Friday, Saturday. Kansas City here Friday and Saturday, so that's a new franchise.
And getting that win, you got a week off. You got to take a win into that long break. Komets right now are up by a goal.
And that's high stick. That'll go all the way down.
10,089 are on hand here tonight, and they've seen a pretty good hockey game between these two bitter rivals. Komets right now have got the edge, 3-2. Komets out shooting the Walleye, 27-21. Walleye have got the puck at center ice, but it's quickly coughed up. Here's Kravchenko.
Coming in.
Along the far side, gets it in. Szydlowski couldn't handle the pass, and it goes to Crisp. Crisp for the Walleye comes up along the boards. Nastasiak runs into Kravchenko, and the puck is going to come into the Walleye zone. Deep up along the far side, Tansey will play it ahead and into the Comet zone. It's Crisp back on the far side. And now it's dumped in deep. Hauser will have to come out and play it. The Walleye get a line change. Jason
No
Binkley.
forechecking yet.
Back behind the net, will take his time, plays it up along the wall. Here's Fawcett. He's got the hot hand as he comes along the near side over to Cody Soul. It's poked aside, now along the far side. Here is Hilbrick. He moves it ahead. Comets got to get back on D. Here's Jenks, floats it forward, and it's going to be knocked aside.
Defensively,
And now here come the Comets trying to break it out. It's Hodgman, gets by the D. Hodgman coming in, goes a little bit too far. Got to catch up to the puck. Settle things down. His backhander comes to the blue line. It's Thompson, drops it out in front.
Need a shot, need a shot.
Maggio with a shot, and it goes wide above the crossbar. Hodgman back up to the blue line. Here's Curtis Leonard eyeing a shot. He'll take it. It goes wide. Back up along the near side and picked up by the Walleye. Here's Jenks getting behind the D, taking a shot, and
Another save
made by Michael Hauser.
Jinx, you got to be careful of him. He's always scoring goals against us every game, and he had a chance there walking in. Hauser came out and challenged him. Nice wrist shot into the pads. He held it, no rebound. Good save.
9:50 to go in the third period. We'll be back. Comets up 3-2. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
Back live at the Coliseum, where the Comets cling into that 3-2 lead. Comets getting goals for Sean Szydlowski and Tyson Fawcett, who's got a pair tonight. Michael Hauser has looked strong in goal for the Comets.
Bonus with both the Toledo goals, and he's the guy you got to keep an eye on. Him and Zent. Be careful of those two guys. They're hot guys.
Pat Nagel, starting goaltender for the Comets over the last 3 years in a Walleye jersey tonight. Did not start, but he came in relief in the second period, and he has been perfect since coming into the game. 3-2 again is the score. Here's the puck drop in the Comet zone. Culkin will send it along the far side for Kravchenko. His pass trying to thread the needle to Shafsma. It's broken up, and it's going to go into the Walleye zone. Halfway gone here in the third period. Puck comes forward. Here's Bonus along the left side, getting around a man, cuts it back to the right side. Here's a shot.
Rebound.
What a save by Hauser.
3 shots.
Hauser,
come on, guys.
2 game savers right there.
Yep. Giving him too many chances, and we got to work harder to get the puck out of our own zone. Too many giveaways, too many bad passes coming out. Hauser keeping him in the game right now. 3-2 Comets. 9:26 to go.
So the Comets will change up the line as Cody Soul gives Michael Hauser a little pat on his pads there, saying, keep us in it, man.
Hang in there.
Now everybody coming over. Everybody coming over and congratulating Hauser on those spectacular saves. Comets have got the puck in their own zone. Here's Cody Soul, gives it to Hodgman. Hodgman to Soul over the blue line, takes a shot and a Nagel the save. Far boards to Van Dane. Comes all the way out to the Comet blue line, comes off the boards, and Soul with a backhander into the Walleye zone. Van Dane with it, finds the stick of Simone Denis up along the near side. Now Crisp with it. Crisp has got it, now almost lost it to Hodgman. Far side, Barnes to Denis in his own zone, pushes it forward. Bonus with a backhander into the Comet zone, or that's actually going to get somebody on the Toledo bench. That will bring us a whistle, so we will take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy. 855-666-4289.
This is Comet Hockey.
We've got 8:39 to go in the third period. 3-2, Komets with the edge. And here comes Kudemi with a shot. Missed it high.
Tried for top shelf.
Broke free. Now it comes out in front of the net. Kudemi couldn't control it. Comes up to the top of the circle here on the right side. Maggio to Kudemi. And in front. Here's a shot. It's knocked down. Kravchenko up top to
Point.
Maggio.
Use the point.
Has Leonard wide open on the far side. Here's a shot. It's ripped wide. Coming back the other way. Here's Connor Crisp. Crisp has got it over the blue line. Crisp comes down into the corner. Maggio plays it forward to Desjardins. Now send into the Toledo zone, and the Komets will get a line change. Obachowski has got the puck behind his own net. Takes his time. Now he moves to his left, puts it out in front of his own net. They will move it forward. Long stretch pass. Going to come down to the stick of Jenks. The Komets get it back. They bring it into the Toledo zone here on the right side.
Cutting.
Shavsma gets past Obachowski. Far side. Here's a shot. Nagel the save. It's loose.
Rebound.
And still loose back behind the net. Komets have it. Shavsma. His pass is going to be tipped. It hits the far side glass. Kolkin with a shot. Goes wide into the corner and tipped all the way down into the Komet zone. Hauser's going to have to come out and make a play with a man on him. Throws it off the end boards. Quickly a pass forward. Kravchenko sends it ahead. Here's Kolkin. Kolkin with a head of steam. Drops it off to Garrett Thompson. Tries to float it in front. It's going to be knocked aside. And now back behind the net. Van Dane. To Tyler Barnes. Lost it. Komets get it. Here's Hodgman over the blue line.
Take the shot.
In the slot. Here's a shot. Score!
Deflected in. I think it went off the Toledo defenseman. Hodgman made a nice pass across the wing. They tried to feed it across the goal mouth, and the way they're picking the puck up, they're saying Fawcett got the goal. As he shot the puck and hit the defenseman and went in the net. We go ahead 4-2 on a nice goal.
And let's see who gets credit for this goal. It was deflected. And that brings 10,089 to their feet.
They went and got the puck, so that's an indication of giving the puck to Fawcett, who has 2. That would be 3. And we'll see if he gets it.
Fort Wayne, Comet goal. His third of the game, third of the season for the hat trick. Number 15, Tyson Fawcett.
Fawcett with 3 goals
on
tonight.
The goal, number 88, Justin Hodgman. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 19
Hodgman with the lone assist on Tyson Fawcett's hat trick. And here we go. We're going to play trivia here. When was the last Komet to have a hat trick on opening night in his Komet debut?
There you go.
So I'm sure Blake Sebring will be on that one after the game. And now the Komets looking to add to it. Here's Marco Waugh trying to catch up to the puck. Can't do it. And now it rolls into the Toledo zone. 6 minutes to go in the third. Komets up by 2. Here is Waugh.
No mistakes now, guys.
Here's Sean Szydlowski. Lost it to Jenks. Jenks and Szydlowski both wearing number 27. Puck comes into the Komet zone. Here's Binkley going back behind the net. Binkley plays it ahead. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Sid up along the far side. Has a man. And they get it in on sides. Here's Sean Szydlowski in the corner. And now it's going to be out to Maggio, who will drop back into his own zone. Maggio coming off the boards. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Sid has got it up along the far side. Sends it ahead. Shavsma off the skate of the captain. Shavsma will take a shot. Nagel will get the blocker up. He'll make the save. Now it comes up along the near side. Here's Maggio. Maggio creeping in on Nagel. He goes back behind the net. Has a man in front. Oh, he didn't have a stick on the ice. Kravchenko had it lifted at the last second. Puck will come forward.
Offside.
And offsides will be the call. Komets have got a 2-goal lead once again, 4-2. We'll be back here listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
We've got 4:55 to go here in the third period, and maybe a bit of history has been made tonight as Tyson Fawcett with a hat trick on opening night in his Comet debut.
A rookie. Nice job so far, guys. Come on, we need to win. 4:55 to go. Face-off in the Comet zone.
And I remember Tyson Fawcett scoring a hat trick against the Komets 2 years ago down in Evansville. So glad to see him in a Comet uniform, and the Komets are up by a pair. 4:50 to go here in the third. Face off down the right side. And into the Toledo zone. Sean Szydlowski will chase after it. Going back behind the net. Tried to put it out in front to Hodgman. It was broken up, and the Walleye get it back.
Intercepted again by the Komets.
Now Bobby Shea will play it off the boards. It's going to come down into the Toledo zone where Nagel will give it a jab, and he leaves it for Obuchowski. Obuchowski gets chased by Garrett Thompson, knocked down by Marco Wall. Puck is going to roll into the Comet zone. Cody Soul is back. He will send it forward, and it is going to roll down to the blue line. Comets get over onside.
Offside to call it. Finally.
Desjardins not happy with that.
Yeah, the little batting around at the blue line. He already got over the blue line. Once he got control of it, they blew the whistle. But there was a lot of whacking and hacking at the blue line there. Whistle will put the puck back outside.
Down to 4:11 to go here in the third. Komets out shooting the Walleye 30-26. Puck is dropped, and it is going to come all the way down to Michael Hauser, who will stop the puck. He'll play it around up along the near side. And Denis back for the Walleye, knocks it down. Kudemi greets his man there near the Walleye bench. And now it comes loose. Komets pick it up. Here's Desjardins with a shot, and it's going to be deflected and out of play. He knocked Davis Van Dane's stick right out of his hands with that shot.
Face-off will stay in the zone, Toledo zone. Line changes by Toledo. And we get ready to go again. Komets up 4-2. 3:53 to go in the period.
Nastasiak and Marco Wall on the drop. And here's Kudemi up top of the blue line. Now it's Binkley with it. Binkley will rim it around. Oh, and Marco Wall will run into the net. That will cause a whistle. Referee's going to point the face-off outside.
Komets off until next week. Friday, Saturday at home here against Kansas City. That's a new franchise, isn't it?
Well, it's actually Missouri. They changed their name to Kansas City. And Komets will see a couple of new franchises. We'll play Worcester in Worcester this year, later in the season in March, in Evansville. But the Komets get the luxury of playing their first 6 games at home before going on the road.
Yeah, very important to the schedule right now to come out of that there with at least 5 of those 6 wins.
So a doubleheader next weekend, Friday and Saturday against Kansas City.
Missouri.
Previously Missouri. Yes, Kansas City is in Missouri. 3:33 to go in the third. Here come the Komets, now up by 2, looking for more. Here's a shot, and that one is going to grab the screen. Whistle blown, and a face-off will be in the Toledo end.
Well, half of it's in Missouri.
That's right.
It is. It's split.
That's right.
The river. I played there years ago, and I remember that. You cross the river, and you're in the other state.
Face off to the right of former Komet goaltender Pat Nagel, who came in relief. He's given up 1 goal here. And Mason Baptista will take the face-off with Jenks. Jenks wins it, comes up along the far side, out to the blue line, still in the Toledo zone, up along the near wing. And Hilbrick will get it. He will carry it into the Komet zone, dropping it off to Brassard. Now into the corner. Fawcett, who has got a hat trick tonight, trying to get it free. Hilbrick has got it in the corner. Comes up top of the blue line. Shot. Hauser. Rebound goes off the side of the net. Back behind the net now. Now up along the far side with 3 minutes to play. It's Jenks with his turnaround shot. It's going to be blocked. Obachowski with a man in front. Broken up. And Mason Baptista grabs it.
Come on, guys. Make the passes right. Too many giveaways.
Sends it up along the near side. Jenks has got it. Carries it back into the Komet zone. Far side. Here's Maggio. Maggio gives it a look off the glass. Garrett Thompson tries to give it a kick, and it's going to come into the neutral zone. Now they send it back in on Hauser. He will get the paddle down, and he will leave it for Curtis Leonard. Leonard will send it ahead. Now up along the near side. Here's Wall with it. Right side, on sides. Drops it off to Desjardins. Gets a shot off, but it's blocked. Desjardins gets his own rebound. Whips it around the boards. Goes back behind the net. Now it's played up along the near side with 2:15 to go.
Outside at the blue line. Pretty close.
So the Komets will get called for that. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The autumn carved turkey from Subway is back for a limited time, and it's delicious. Here, I'll make you one now. With thick cut turkey breast, with cranberry mustard sauce, and cheddar cheese. Man, that looks good. Go to Subway and get your autumn carved turkey for a limited time. Subway, so much turkey. I'm solid gold.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
2:05 to go here in the third. We get a quick icing call on the Walleye. Komets are up by a pair. We're out shooting Toledo 30-27. And the Komets have done this damage with virtually no power plays here tonight. We had about 1.5. Walleye have had 4.
8 shots on goal in the period, so other than us getting the goal, Toledo's had some pretty good scoring chances, and other than Hauser back there, they could have got themselves one. Hauser's been the difference in the period.
Face off in the Toledo zone, up top to the blue line, and it's going to be Culkin. Couldn't hang on to it. Going to come all the way down, but Bobby Shea has got it. It's got a little bit of space. Sends it up along the near side, quickly batted back into the Komet zone. The Walleye were going to be offsides that time. That was Tyler Barnes who couldn't get back. 1:54 left to go in the third period.
And again, Fawcett, the Komets rookie forward. 3 goals, hat trick tonight. The other goal scored by Szydlowski, his first of the season at 9:28 of the first period.
And after the game, we'll have our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. I wonder who that will be.
Yeah, we will
wrap that up at the post game.
That actually overshadows Hauser's great effort so far tonight.
Yes, it does. It really does. Hauser making his debut tonight has been pretty spectacular at times. 1:50 to go here in the third period. Still got to hang on here. We're up by 2. Walleye have got the puck in their own zone. Up along the near wing. And the Walleye can't get it out of their own zone. Komets keeping the pressure up. Now it comes loose to Jenks. Jenks got a man in front of him.
Here comes the goaltender. And extra man on the ice.
Nagel is out for the extra man. Here's Sean Szydlowski, who gets tripped by Pat Nagel as he was coming off the ice.
No call on it.
The goaltender, Pat Nagel, tripped up Sean Szydlowski as he was coming off. So an extra attacker is on for the Komets.
I think they're going to ice it
here. For the
here.
Walleye, rather, and an empty net for the Komets. Up along the far side, 1:08 to go in the third period. Hilbrick along the far boards.
Last minute of the period.
1 minute to the blue line. Here's a shot. That one is going to be whistled wide and comes along the far side for Hilbrick. Into the corner. Nastasiak chases after it. And now Cody Soul comes in there, hitting his man up against the glass as time slowly winding down.
That's fine. Keep it in the corner there. No whistle. 2, 4, 6, 7 players in the corner.
Now it comes out. Here's a shot by Denny. Hauser got the right leg on it. Here's Garrett Thompson trying to wrestle it away. It's pinned up again up here on the near side. Now Denis dumps Garrett Thompson. Now everybody chopping away at it. Down to 18 seconds. Yep. Referee not blowing the whistle. Now he finally does. with 17.2 to go here in the third.
Good job by the defense of the Komets. Binkley and Cody Soul in one corner, dragging the puck along, having a tough time digging it out. Killed a lot of time in both corners. 17 seconds in the period. Face-off still in the Komet zone, and they'll keep the goaltender out to practice this specialty team right here. 4-2 Komets, up by 2.
Extra attacker on for the Walleye. We have got an empty net on the other end. Face-off will be in the Komet zone, and the Walleye up here are going to take a timeout. So we will step aside real quick. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Auburn.
17.2 seconds still remain on the scoreboard here at the Coliseum. The Komets are up by a pair on the Toledo Walleye.
Been a good game all the way through. Both teams have had plenty of scoring chances. Komets' misplays were off the goalpost. Toledo's misplay were Hauser making great saves.
Sean Szydlowski, who's got a goal here tonight, hit the post twice.
Hodgman in for the drop.
Here's the drop. Comes
out of the zone.
Line all the way out. Walleye have to go all the way back in their own zone with just 10 seconds left. It's going to be played into the Komet zone up along the far side. Centering pass. Here's Maggio. He plays it ahead. This one, let's see if it's got some legs. It is not going to get to him, but Sean Szydlowski's there. Score as time expires. It will count. Your final score, Komets 5, Walleye 2. Well, let's see if this one is going to count. It looked like it went in before it hit zeros.
The red light is not on. The green light's on. The green light comes on. The red light can't come on. That means the clock is expired. So we'll see where we are.
So it's going to be a win either way, but Sean Szydlowski appears is not going to get his second goal of the game. But a win's a win. Doesn't matter if it's by 1 or by 3 or by 5. Komets will take this one by 2 as the referee and the linesman still coming over to talk about it. But you're right, Robbie. The green light did show up.
Good win for the Komets in front of a big crowd, over 10,000 people. They score goals, exciting game all the way through. I think you've seen the veterans step up and knowing how important this game was. They let up a little bit in the second period as Toledo picked up the pace a bit, but they were able to fight it off. And then again, the difference in the game to me was Hauser, the goaltender for the Komets, made some great saves. He had 27 saves. And the Toledo team had 30 saves. So pretty good effort all the way through. And then, of course, you got Fawcett. 3 goals in a hat trick in his debut here in the Coliseum, and nice to have him on the hockey team.
A terrific debut for these Komets tonight in front of 10,089 Komet fans who came out to see the Komets beat the Walleye. The Komets had to wait until March last year to get their first win against Toledo, and we get that going as we get a win over the Walleye here on opening night. And now we're having actually the goal is now being reviewed to see if we do indeed have got a 5th goal. Now the officials are coming off. I think that is going to do it. 4-2 will be the final score. Komets get the victory, and that is an outstanding game, Robbie.
And I think we play them 9 times this year, so it's going to make a big difference. And then last year was only about 4-5 times we played them. So 9 times, that creates that much more of a rivalry against this team. And it's nice to see a play a real strong game and come out strong in the opening night with 10,000 people in the building.
And also
good win.
Important to get that first win. Not only you get that first win of the season, but Komets do not play another game until next Friday, and you would hate to take an L going into that long week layover. Now you got to win. Now you got some confidence.
Yeah, spirits will be good. They've still got a couple extra players on the roster that they have to make decisions on. So everybody's got to be high-spirited and ready to go and working hard all the way through the period as they have the 2 home games next week against Kansas City, Friday, Saturday.
Well, that will do it. We will take a break. We'll come back with the post-game show. Komets win it 4-2 And you're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Save on Marathon top-tier gasoline and get free Comet Hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Comets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. Remember, use your Marathon Visa card and earn a 25 cents per gallon savings and a free Comet game ticket. Marathon, top-tier certified gasoline with STP additives, fueling the American spirit.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you!
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
1975, Miller Lite made history by proving we could brew a great-tasting light beer. And to mark the occasion, we're bringing back our original Steiny bottle for a limited time. Miller Lite, the original light beer, back in its original bottle. Grab one before they're all gone. Great beer, great responsibility. 2017 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis 12 fluid ounces, 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Comet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
We are wrapping things up here from the Coliseum, where the Fort Wayne Komets victorious tonight over the Toledo Walleye in front of 10,089 Komet fans who came out to see the Komets defeat their bitter rivals, the Toledo Walleye, by a score of 4-2. Taking a look at what happened here tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, taking laser tag to the next level on Lay Road in Fort Wayne. Shots in the game, the Komets had the edge 30-27 as the Komets outshot the Walleye in almost the first period and not again until the third period. So the Walleye had the edge a little bit on shots on goal in the latter half of the game, but the Komets come away with the victory. Recapping the scoring tonight, Sean Szydlowski got things going at 9:27 of the first period. Jason Binkley and Cody Soul with the assist. And then Kyle Bonus wasted no time getting the Walleye even at 10:16 of the first period. That goal was unassisted. And then it turned into the Tyson Fawcett show. 2 goals by Tyson Fawcett in the first period. First one came at 14:45. Cody Soul and Marco Wall with the assist. Second one came at 18:27. Dan Maggio and Dennis Kravchenko with the helpers on Fawcett's second goal. In the second period, just 1 goal was scored, and it came off the stick of Kyle Bonus, who finished the game with 2 goals for the Walleye. Tyler Barnes with the assist. And then Tyson Fawcett, he completes the hat trick, his third of the season, third of the game at 13:19 of the third period to ice it for the Komets. Justin Hodgman and Garrett Thompson with the assist. Matty Mahovsky was the starting goaltender for the Walleye tonight. He was replaced by Pat Nagel halfway through the second period as Mahovsky saw 14 shots made, 11 saves, 3 goals against. Pat Nagel, playing against his former mates, saw 16 shots made, 15 saves, and gave up that 1 goal to Tyson Fawcett. Michael Hauser in his debut with the Fort Wayne Komets, he was spectacular at times. 27 shots, makes 25 saves, and he really kept the Komets in it during the second period when the Walleye kind of shift the momentum there a little bit. But Hauser, that's what you want your goaltender to do, to keep your team in it, and that's exactly what he did. did. The Komets with the victory. On the power play tonight, Komets were 0 for 2. The Walleye 0 for 4. Now, you match that with the 0 for 3 performance they had last night in Quad City. And the Toledo Walleye 0 for 7 on the power play to start this season. Something you wouldn't expect from a team from Toledo. But the Komets do get the victory here tonight by a final score of 4 to 2. Again, in front of 10,089 fans. Thank you so much, fans, for coming on out. And the Komets will take a week off. Next Friday and Saturday, we have got a doubleheader as Kansas City comes to town. They used to be called the Missouri Mavericks. Now they're the Kansas City Mavericks. They will be here both Friday and Saturday night, and it is family 4-pack night. Get 4 upper arena tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks, 4 chips for only $55. Visit the Memorial Coliseum ticket office on Monday morning to get that special family 4-pack offer, sponsored by Midwest America Federal Credit Union. We will take a break, and we'll come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. Who could it be? We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is what it sounds like when real people guess which truck brand offers best-in-class V8 towing and best-in-class HD horsepower.
I go Ram. I would put it on Ford.
And this is what it sounds like when real people learn it's Chevy with the Silverado 1500 and Silverado 2500 HD.
Yeah, Chevy.
Chevy, the only truck brand that offers choice without compromise. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer. Silverado 1500 class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR when properly equipped with available 6.2-liter engine. Silverado HD with available 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the